on Bind in our previous series where you
He's still hate watching though.
The Jet, you dive in, you take that space, you're now in there. Same for Neon, you slide into the angle. You're in the angle. There's no getting out.
This is a technical pause, so someone's gear
you have the choice
is,
to go in, get info, and get
I don't
out
know.
immediately.
I don't know whose it is. We might be able to see if they show us.
A bunch of times now, it's so disruptive when they dive through, throw the stun back,
but it looks like a gear
refract.
issue.
It's like this stun just comes out of nowhere, unpunishable, and that player's dead to rights.
Especially with a Yoru, because that I think my favorite thing yesterday was when you then had the second layer of you've gone, okay, I think I finally dealt with Waylay, and you turn around and Yoru's just like, hello. Yeah. Like, I've been behind.
Dude, that NRG match yesterday was so good though.
I think that the combinations on attack
easily match of the event so far. Let's see if we can top it.
Now it's about if DRG can get enough rounds on the defense.
Okay, looks like we're starting here.
I will be confident that they can close this out. Even
11-2, yeah, insane.
Yeah. And I think looking at their defense as well, talking about the buff that this gives them in terms of that A main aggression, you think about bringing a Raze into this map. I think for most people, what will be the most conventional and historic A hold. When you're playing aggressive like that, you're throwing your nade down early, and now you have to hold that space and fight with it. Whereas, again, with the Waylay, you have this ability to play aggressive early if you want to. We've seen how the util dump works, but also the ability to get out of there after. And with it being Omen, who's typically aggroing alongside you, you have the ability to cancel any of those aggressive plays if they're overcommitting. For T1, that means it's difficult to crack the code of initial aggression.
Okay, here we go.
And even when you do, it's difficult to capitalize by
we got a Yoru ult on both
sides
sides and a Vice ult on Meteor.
You're a man or two advantage.
Econ is still
with DRG having a deep tool belt
pretty strong for DRG, getting worse. Let's see.
I think it's growing on game by game.
Yeah, I think I was.
They throw this neon wall and they smoke the end of it. It looks like. Let's see this.
DRX yesterday.
That way he has a place to like hide in.
Again, some early control, and this time, Flexen's been caught trying to push up.
On his lonesome.
These openers have been going well.
It's a B pop. Vice wall's here.
Now there is going to be this time the Sheer ready and waiting, and that will leave Buzz. I was going to say isolate, but luckily DH got ahead of it.
This is going to be tough.
Two players in,
with the Vice ult. Nick,
almost broken.
where's
Buzz
this?
In the corner.
On main.
Akaman's got a decision ahead of him, and now
break the door.
Is there. Spirit C1. Door is broken for him. He goes back to play with his teammate. Two on that angle. Buzz needs to be patient. Dodges the
what a flash.
He eats it. And Akaman and Spirit feed him.
No Vice ult.
Stacks.
Dude, the retake was great. They got rolled. I mean, Nick with the opener and then the double entry into broken.
5-5 scoreline.
Wow.
Neck and neck.
Yeah, it's been.
They didn't even get to Vice ult.
Fight backs in a lot of these.
They kind of fucked up.
I'm thinking the last few that have been won by DRG, it's still T1 getting the opener. This early battle that. Again, you have
what a flash. What the fuck?
And it is just patiently watched for. Again,
that is
another
fucked.
Great horn coming out from Stacks. But then again, it's a fight back. I think Izu ends up getting lost over on that backside. He gets caught out by
Nick. He might be locked.
And then they just get swarmed on, not having that control anymore. His position was so much more valuable than the fight that was taken.
Okay.
Well, from a 5-2 lead, and things looking pretty bad for...
Yo, they get the entry on A every single time.
Flexen's cursed.
Flexen's been having a really tough time, but that kill I can't even fault him for.
Oh my god. Yo, Demon 1 is rotating from C thinking my teammates are shit again.
We're right back to T1.
Demon 1 is 100% thinking like, oh great.
They've given DRG a little bit of slack, but oh, hold on, Spirit C1. We've seen this before. Only the one damage
1v4. They have a lot of money-ish.
Too easy for Demon 1. Look at the economy. Akaman could neither
drop
in the next round.
Does he save or go for this?
I think the thought will be to carry this weapon through rather than throw it away on a 1 versus 4.
If Demon 1 wins this, I'll call her W. He's saving though.
Those online, if you could bait some out here, would be incredibly valuable. But again, it's just
a risk. Flexen's getting picked. I mean, to be fair,
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I ever want to see a team
this round he got spammed through smoke fully, but still.
Squad. So we had to deal with that for a little while, and the amount of just like sheer confidence that Buzz has running through things when his teammates putting up utility. Like there have been so many rounds where he has got an opener because a Haunt has caught someone over on DRG. They can't do anything about it, and Buzz has an easy kill. This one, not so much. He just had the read on where that player has been for a few rounds and gets him with the spam. But you could just see the level of confidence that Buzz is playing with right now, and well, it almost feels like a, I'm not losing this half, I'll win this one myself sort of vibe.
Winning the half at 7-5. Certainly looked like it would be a more dominant scoreline, but even that is...
Oh, he saw him. Oh, come on, brother.
He's seen an arm.
Yeah, I thought it was straight through the smoke. Seeing the arm there is just like, I really feel for Flexen. I don't have the stats on opening duels, but I don't think they're going to look pretty for him.
He was flexing so much his arm went through the smoke.
Yeah, that could be it.
Derek isn't hitting the gym lately? I know, bro. I lost my games. It's actually very sad.
Left to play for. Deep play from Izu. When he's wrapping around on B, Spirit C1 is going to be dropped into B side, seen to be wide open. Across this wall together. Early on, though, Akama thinking about
got two with the Fatal.
Push back by the Fade ultimate.
Demon on the flank. Double swing.
Thinking about coming through, and he does.
Oh! Nice shot, though.
In the 1-to-1 trade, they
Flexing, there you go. 3v2.
The adjustment
Omen's
being
pushing.
made by T1. They'll close in, and with
you heard that, right?
He's heard the TP. He's got the time.
Yeah.
It's a free pick back to a 2v2.
They've got paranoia. Breach ult.
The youngster from the T1 Academy who has started to light up the world just as many young players from Pacific have done. But now he sits alongside.
Is he breach ult bend?
And he's given the info over. Buzz now knows that they are sat at the back, but it's whether or not they're expecting this Rolling Thunder to come through. It doesn't seem like he's going to pop
stayed
the
in
over.
and
He's
tanked it,
already been
damn.
wrecked. It's left
Nice
to
teamwork
DH, so they know
there.
exactly where he is. Needs to try and
Ooh,
deliver the clutch.
what a
He has
shot.
managed to put it back into the 1 versus 1. The
Damn,
swing
bro.
coming out from Nick, who's been so good, but playing with his food, just trying to bait him into these fights.
Wow.
And DH will take it.
Wow.
Handing
Sylvan
them
punching the
L,
air.
The Red Bull clutch.
Damn. Honestly, good half. That was a good half.
Masterful play in that 1v2. After the initial pick is taken, he is just running the clock down. Well played from DH. And T1 will lead by 2 as we go
Who
into
said
the
I
halftime
love...
break.
Nah, I'm not reading it. Who said that? Come on, brother. You know what you're doing. That's clickbait. All right, we're on break. Damn, honestly, good half. Oh, my food's here. One sec.
The guy has definitely been causing some serious issues, and it seems like he's been causing them.
What did I get?
It's
I got
an
a
absolute nightmare.
like
And a lot of that
panini.
is him being left alone on those lurks. And I think it's been so important for Nick to be able to sort of pick off that one
Ordering
player
food
so
at
that
6
in
a.m. is
their
crazy
retakes, they're
work.
not getting backstabbed.
Dude, when I wake up, I'm hella hungry. I don't know about you guys, but when I wake up, I'm like so hungry.
And dropped over a lot of
But I'm just perma hungry all
as
day, though, to be
DRG
fair.
trail by 2 when we get back into the game. This is going to be an important pistol round, I think. We've already said we expect a good attack side, and it to be only, or even better than what we've seen before. Now that they're bringing in this Waylay alongside the Yoru, how they use it, well, that's very much up to them. One thing I'm looking forward to is Flexen having a bit less pressure towards A-Main.
Yeah.
He was being picked off so often through smokes, getting hit by those stack
you say
reveals
that.
as well.
He's set up
All right, here we go.
outside A main.
It's making me worried. Getting nervous.
Although saying that, on the other side of things, it's only Izu who's going to go peeking. And
Tough. That's big, man. Yo, I'm going to go ahead and say the rest of the guys on DRG. Damn!
Demon 1, alive and well.
Oh my God, it would have been so sick.
The problem,
damn.
T1 at least, is that A site has fallen.
I'm going to go ahead and say the rest of the guys on DRG, they're like, they're looking nice too. Like, I don't know who these guys are, but they're looking nice. Like Nick and what's his face? Well, honestly, actually all of them. Flexen's been throwing a little bit, I'll be honest. But the rest of them, hey, we're calling out the one guy. Wait, what's happening here?
Akaman dropped, but time. He's bought a little bit of it with that stun. And now the spike is really starting to tick fast.
Okay, they need to make a move. This is a big kill.
Meteor and DH.
Trade? Okay, you got it. Big.
Shut down.
The
trade was possible. It won't be needed with Nick landing that shot to close out.
Is this performance good enough to confidently say Demon 1 is an upgrade? No. I mean, I've never seen this DRG team play with Volkashu, so I don't know how good they are with their other with the player. But I'm pretty sure Volkashu is like their main star, right?
Revolving door. And just basically sits in the corner, so nobody expects
so I don't think so.
At the end, solid round coming out for DRG, and an important one at that. As said, I think there's a good opportunity for them building into this. And one thing I want to sort of point out for T1 is obviously in a lot of these cases,
I've seen them play with Volkashu. I can't recall it that well.
I wonder if that's someone they try and target.
Well, has to be said, Demon 1 having a hell of a game. It's been 5 months almost since we saw him play. And that's only at the regional stage over in North Americas. And look at him now, last second substitute coming through, and he's delivering on a role that we've never seen him play in official.
What?
But Flexen's gone down in A main.
How did he kill him from there?
A classic on range. Right there. That's a tough loss early on, but they will punish it pretty
Was he even broken and he TP'd?
It's a loss they're used to dealing with.
Yeah, but on the defense, it's a different story attacking
killed him there.
You know, they're playing at range. They don't mind if someone peeks them while they've got the rifles out.
Flexen's on Pie Watch?
Paranoia is
I would
overrated.
say it's not, yeah, it probably won't affect. There you go, it's all fine. They didn't need him anyway. Hopefully in the next 2 rounds it won't keep happening, but in this case, it's not too bad for Meteor. Any damage would be nice, but it's not going to happen. A very clean round other than Flexen, and they'll be able to come back in with a pretty solid bonus in the next round.
Man, when he goes to sleep tonight, he's just going to see A main on Lotus every time.
Oh, that's how he got him.
That's a wallbang classic.
That is crazy.
That probably did about 5 damage.
I was so confused how he killed him.
That one's going to sting.
Wait.
For sure, but
I think
he's like sitting in front of the stun.
I think it's compounding. It's like a toxin.
My life on Lotus flashed before my eyes.
It's a short life, at least.
What is this guy spamming?
What we've seen.
Yeah,
7 to
11
7
times.
DRG tying it up. Decent round in the previous. Good economy. Izu playing aggressive. He'll grab himself the first. Sticks around after the flash.
He stayed a while.
Sticks around a bit too long. The punish is there. T1
Great
starts
trade.
to shift towards this side of the map.
He seems to be allergic to his gate crash. Like most of the time, you're going to see Yoru go out, get a kill, and escape. Especially when your teammate has fallen back. He wants to stick around too much, and in cases where your opponents have weaknesses in their buy,
Pie avoided. Did Flexen get the trade there?
Like, these risks are just not worth it. He's 10 and 13 at the moment. If he was lighting up the server, I could understand.
No, Demon 1's hunting. Ooh, got the wall. Nice.
An upgrade over to the other side. 4 rifles now in play. And well, they've even lost some of their utility on the B side, that they have to be a lot more careful.
That's a very important piece of utility. Questions in the back of the minds of DRG. There's the gate crash.
They're
taken
in.
For Spirit Z1. In
wow.
The smoke early, got ahead of Stacks, but doesn't catch
Meteor.
Coming out. It's down to a
2v2. Nick's one off ult.
The spike still needs to be planted, but they've got 30 seconds to do so.
Paranoia on D.
Down below, so a little bit of a reroute from Demon 1, but those
they clear right? They don't clear it? Oh my god.
Pressure's on Nick when they fade. 2 players coming his way, and it'll be Buzz sliding through again.
Wow. 1v2.
The flash set up. Demon 1 in another
clutch,
and even blinded.
No. It's so close every time. I can't believe Buzz got away with that.
But they'll maintain their
the neon slide, brother. The neon slide. That character is just so slippery.
The move effort that he has is just absurd. Like, even if you get the drop on him,
yeah,
it doesn't
literally,
feel
literally.
like
He's described it perfectly. Neon can just bail himself out, herself out.
Definitely an opportunity here. As a bonus round goes, it's definitely not bad, but I do feel like, especially in moments like that,
wow.
feel a little bit hard done.
Did anyone flash himself? Hold on.
Nonetheless,
I think he flashed himself.
What damage has already been done to
no?
the team?
Or was it
economy, and on the other side of things, Nick coming in with a rolling thunder. This could be an immediate response from DRG.
Now, we talked about how direct they like to play on the defensive side. Well, you got a rolling thunder online. Rifle's just about bought up. This is your time to play that aggressive role. Love that.
Well, they baited it out.
That's beautiful. The refract from Ackerman. We talked about the ability to just get out of those deeper angles. This time, the dash not used. Instead, gets rid of that paranoia, burns up Util, and confirms that there was a heavier stack on that side of the map. But after T1 re-cleared the space, they're on the rotate, moving towards this A site where Meteor was left to solo hold, where they were giving up control towards the tree, but now they'll be 3-man stacked up. But they're not here ahead of the push.
And a spam kill. Oh my god.
And T1.
What is that, brother?
They were here a little bit late.
Yo, these guys are shooters on this team.
This might have to be a save.
These guys are legit shooters.
A lot of what we saw in the defensive half was Ackerman being a
I'm really starting to believe in this DRG team. Holy fuck.
And that'll be it. Not this round.
Like,
now put himself
it's not even like a Demon One has to hard carry angle.
There's a lot of contention for that on the DRG side. So many top
we got shooters on the team. We can do it together.
And I said the danger for T1. The only player surviving in the last round
scary.
was Buzz.
T1 probably pause soon.
They have no choice but to save. And even if they do save, a full buy in the next round, very unlikely.
T1 is also just mid. Have they really fallen off that hard since Bangkok?
Yeah, I mean, you can see the credits there on the players who've lost their life in that early fight towards A. It's not looking pretty. They'll have to piece this together. This could be DRG taking the lead.
I'm having a hard time seeing why you wouldn't believe in them.
What an incredibly
I don't know. I mean, I just don't know enough about DRG. I'm more well versed on T1. But again, also them, I haven't seen as well in a while.
Trophy about making a deep run, making a name for your org, winning your first map for DRG on the international stage. But most importantly, it's about defending your spot in VCT, about not having to go to Ascension, sending XLG, who are already in the lower bracket. I believe it's Sentinels they're going to play. There's a good chance they go out early, and even that one win for DRG could put them above XLG and avoid Ascension.
Honestly,
hell of a way to do it if it's over T1.
Even if it's not based on him individually, there's a lot of good performers. If Demon One comes in and even helps them win a match, he's going to go down in history and DRG for one of the people that helped keep them in the league. Like, it's so important because, as we've seen many a time, nothing is guaranteed at Ascension.
It's kind of sick
the best team
that they picked Demon One, though.
Have a bad couple of days, and that is already over.
Like, I wonder who they considered. You know,
the pressure being one of those teams dropping down. You're expected to be better than the teams.
It is kind of crazy,
2, and that is not always the case. I think G2 have proven that in Americas for quite a while now.
Probably 10's Demon One, Shroud, and then you in that order. Oh, okay. I'll go fuck myself. Hey, at least I made the cut.
The trophy. Yeah. And definitely, in terms of opening up this group, in terms of opening up champs, you don't want to see them go down early if you're a T1 fan, but.
Demon One is probably paying DRG to play, no? No.
Last-minute substitute,
but
bringing in one of the best chamber players
and lost one of their best players.
I hope he's getting paid. Wow, what a fucking entry, brother. That's Waylay for you, huh?
One of the rifles, DH is down, and is it retrievable? It might be stuck on top of the box.
Look at that. He's sharp, brother. He's sharp.
The only man holding a big gun. They're on the rotate to the C side.
He's sharp.
And DH already lost.
I mean, it's looking prime.
A lot of the stopping power that you'll see in a buy
Buzz has a rifle, it's a C-stack.
Okay,
no, only 2.
Thank you, Jack.
Let's show me Buzz POV.
I'm not Jack, I'm so used to MEA.
Just give him credit. Why not?
Yeah, thanks, Jack.
Whoa, 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 overheating!
Play from Buzz.
Damn.
At this point, you can understand wanting to try and put the world on his back, but a chance for Meteor. Always one of the best with the pistols, but this is definitely a tough ask, and he's the last man standing. Flexing. There he is. Able to get himself a couple. DRG After what was a
DRG communicate in English.
to this game, 5-2 down,
but
now find
let me see.
themselves in the
Is it
lead
all
on
for
that attack
Vokashu?
side. And I'll be honest with you, I'm yet to really see much on this defensive side that makes.
They have 4 players who can speak Chinese. I think they communicate in English for Vokashu.
It's been fairly comfortable.
2 players from Taiwan, 2 players from China, and Vokashu is the one guy that can't speak Chinese. So
for this matchup here.
Oh, they just bumped into each other.
He's already come in.
He's dead.
The player straight in the head, but not with the rifle. Easy down, but DH.
Wait, is it DH or Dick? I thought it was Dick.
Before eventually falling.
Damn.
Was there.
He got 3 and they still lost it.
A shaky start for T1. DH put them right back on winning track, but now it's Meteor, a man who's received his MVP, his acknowledgement on the international
double
scene.
Visol.
He has to take down one of the best.
Good molly, great molly. Wait, what? Oh my god, he needs to win this.
Giving it away. Demon 1 against Meteor for the round, for the 10th round for DRG.
Should they double Visol? Well, this is bad because he can walk back in and Visol him.
Demon 1 can reposition, but now Meteor is going to do the same, and there's no escape. Demon 1
oh, he doesn't know where he is though.
Down to the Sheriff.
Oh!
T1 down by 2.
Fuck, the Sheriff? Wait, the Sheriff tech on the Visols? Oh, fuck, it's a Vice It has to be said.
Clears so many different positions around the A side, but then gambles.
Hold on, this has got interesting.
On his gate crash, and that gamble was definitely not worth it. Almost handed the round over. DH at the beginning, it feels like a lifetime ago, the amount of work that he was able to do. Yeah, just a silly mistake, but luckily, Demon 1, top of the server right now, has been a safe pair of hands. Definitely seeming like the stand-in of the century so far.
Spirit's already got an entry?
Sure, not a whole lot in this round, but dead within seconds.
Wow.
Bucky can be dangerous, but not on a peak like that.
Brother.
Demon 1 spoon-fed that pick. Can DH recover?
Wait.
It's going to let him fade away on the side.
He's getting primed, actually. Like, seeing him do it in, like, ranked and Pro City is not... It's not obviously, like, close, but, like, for him to be able to come onto stage and play as well on a different role, I'm starting to buy into this.
Onto that space towards A-Long for a long time. I don't think they heard that weapon be picked
wait,
up.
wait, wait, the guy walked into him. What the fuck is going on here?
And even if he wasn't, Spirit Z1 should have cleaned up. 11 on the board. DRG, the underdog coming into this in most people's minds. Looking at T1's performance.
He belongs in China?
They've had to make, looking at the
Bro,
roll.
Demon 1 moving to China was not on my bingo card.
They're close to taking this now.
This is the thing, I almost wonder, and it might sound ridiculous, but like Demon 1 going into Vokashu's role, basically, it's much more simple in the aspect of like, we need you to hold this side of the map while we directly hit somewhere.
I just feel like I've been let down by these like hype roster changes too many times, where like,
there's no real reason for him
I've just seen this so many times, you know? But like, he's living up to it, so it's hitting.
Well, he's 18
you know what I mean?
He is the top fragger in the whole
That's why like I feel like people are overreacting.
It's looking very, very good. I'm sure there's some doubters or hate watchers sat there at home like, no, he's meant to be bad. Playing in one trick. He's playing in the Chinese #2 team. He can't be the top fragger in the server. So unsuccessful hate watch so far, I'm sure, for many, but for Demon 1, it's got to be an absolute field day, a return to form. And T1, well, they've hit the panic button. You're 11-8 down. You're up against a team with a stand-in. I also just want to add the context of the
timeouts per game or per series?
2 teams.
You get 2 timeouts
Heretics. Obviously, Heretics
to start the game, and then you get 1 reset into overtime.
A bit of a rough patch as of recent, and G2. I don't think
all right,
they
11-8
at all in winning Americas.
T1 on a full buy here, 4 ults and an op.
Good.
I'd say he made himself look good, Tom. He's a good player.
Out of the server or in the server?
A little bit of both.
Okay. Out of the server, I agree. No,
you're joking. I'll let him know.
It's the...
I'll let him know what you said. Well, 11-8, and this...
It's the 6th man
could very well be the end of
era.
T1 if they lose this round, at least in this map. Their pick Sunset up next, so it's not all dire signs. It is definitely a time to be worried if you're from Pacific.
They have sight. Wait.
Of this site with that command, but a big shutdown.
They killed double dive.
Of it, setting the trap
Wow.
and springing it just on time.
Oof.
Nick with a double makes this look a bit
Wait,
more
this
doable.
is scary if Buzz dies here.
Way,
oh my god. He knows he's there. Demon's pushing.
Checks himself onto the site. A chance for him to be isolated, but now the rotates
Timing.
are here. Now the ult's in play. Buzz's swing is perfect. Izu's clearing.
Okay, wow. Dude, nice shots by, who was that? DH and Meteor. They killed double dive on the way in. Got scary, though.
And the dimensional
they used 2 ults. That's true. They used Fade ults and your ults. In the end. Yeah.
I kind of understand why. Solid openers.
They did use a lot of ults in the end.
And Meteor, and I'll be honest, it's another scenario again where I remember
they did use a lot of ults, but they probably just want to win around. They lost 4 in a row.
That's someone I don't know very much about. There's this young sort of like ranked player
we keep calling him De.
Has been thrown in from the T1 Academy.
Yeah, why not?
He has been their best player, and I think maybe you can make an argument for Buzz. I don't think you can make an argument for anyone else.
It's a B-pop. They're in. They have it.
Taking the space yet again. He
what?
Fall back, but he doesn't need to.
That was not it. No, that was too aggressive.
Full control of B site, but it looks like T1 want to fight for it. A delay towards Hobbit. They'll have to wait a moment now with that stone landing, and that's going to get the plant out for DRG. Man advantage for the attackers.
Izu, 4v4.
Quickly, nice shot by Izu. Here
good
comes DH and Meteor.
Falling apart. Whiffing.
No
Nick 1v3.
3 more. He's already got 2, but that off is holding.
Nice try. Damn, they took that back.
Another
4v5.
Just 1 away now. This
Holy
is a
shit.
hell of an opening map.
Yeah,
how have they done that?
Much more towards a retake setup. Like
someone died heaven.
Have not been working for them.
Let me see this.
The risky plays early in the round haven't been paying off.
Caught the back of Backman.
Okay, they lose a
the heaven fight.
It's just about boxing players and not allowing them to have these fast flanks and then fighting as a team.
They took ones everywhere.
Like the old
all ones.
Vision Strikers DRX that was run by Stack. They were the best in the world at retaking. They were the best at having a setup, having utility put into play, sending in Buzz or sending in Izu in this case, and it works out for them. So I'm glad that that's the adaptation they've made. Now DRG aren't just going to sit there and let this game slip away. They're going to pause themselves.
Well, I think this is it. You know, at the start from DRG, you have this very oppressive.
That was their round for sure.
Ability. You fire in your utility, you take that space, and the idea is a lot of the
last
time
pause
you're gonna be able to
DRG.
punish somebody who's out of position. This is what we saw from this comp up against Team Liquid as well. But once that team starts to play in a way that they're not getting caught by it, they're letting you have the space and fighting for it afterwards. Like you said, that's what T1 are doing here. You need to find that second layer. The thing is, with this composition, you have so many tools on your belt to play with. It's not a...
And ults are building.
There, absolutely. You've got that as well to fall back on, those safety nets that we often talk about, but it's not a
Demon Wang.
composition. It's
what is Demon Wang?
Only works with one approach. That's why I think it's so valuable. 20 seconds left before the round
still
starts.
Full buy.
That off of Izu.
Breach ult, one off Yoru, Omen ult.
When it comes to these retakes, because for DRG, taking the space, not having a fight, they have to choose where they battle. And a lot of the time, when they go to swing into that angle to take that little bit of extra control, Izu's waiting there with the op in hand.
What about Texas?
The other thing on the
I don't know, MG.
The attack side here is going to be that economy.
Okay, it's another B-pop with Demon lurking.
This round, and they might even be able to extend into the lead off of it. Again, you see these passive angles.
They have full C control.
Brought in for Izu once
they got a crunch C from B.
An already massive group up from the defense.
They're going to be tested.
And elsewhere,
gives it up.
Got DH. Jiggle peeking, but has now been smoked off.
Much more defaulty from DRG.
Big fight here.
Ackerman looking for the fight. Spuds one gets out immediately. But eventually they will group up. They had Demon Worm waiting outside of A, but the C site, this is where the hit's coming through. Stun, it's perfect. The team
wow.
to safety.
Good teamwork.
Still able to pick him up, and now they've got control over C, but it's being fought for. Meteor stepped through the
swarm.
In comes Buzz. The stun landed, but
no swarm. No swarm. No swarm.
The DRG in a 5v1 all of a sudden.
The retake is looking sloppy from DRX. Or DRX T1, sorry.
Put him in the kill feed.
It's looking
on the right
sloppy.
side of it too, but he'll hope that he's
DRX is crazy. In that kill feed I'm sorry, I see Buzz and Stacks. I think DRX off the rip.
DRG, as a result, on 12 with two chances to close out.
This has potential to be a real bad day for T1.
With a substitute, And a man who hasn't played Bison before and an official. They are looking sublime.
Yeah, I think also just this
You're
round
more
was
racist for saying racist.
much more deep commitment for T1. What we saw in their last C-site hold was they were both sat back, waiting, one holding onto the cross to try and fight anybody as they dived in. I think DH gets caught there.
Uno reverse.
Like, they use the dimensional drift, spot him, hit him with the stun, and there's no real way out. Izu.
What the?
He's surely dead. No way he comes out.
They actually have shit money too.
At least
That's big.
manages the one. And this leaves them in quite a bit of trouble. I think both pauses already gone, but more importantly, they are going into what could be the last round of the map with, well, I'd say a stinky buy.
Yeah, it depends where they settle on their investment, but I think no matter what, there will be big weaknesses for T1. And yeah, you know, you got rid of the Rolling Thunder.
Was he wearing a Sun jersey?
Drift from Spirit Z1, fantastic.
My guy?
DRG don't have as much of a punch to pack in this round in terms of those safety nets, but let's see what T1 can do with this mixed bag. Izu's got one. Buzz on the
Buzz with a Bucky?
Another, and
He's
this round
TP'd out?
to a flying start for T1.
He's psycho.
We thought they'd look weaker, but somehow it's like the cleanest start they've had.
Yeah, it started so weird.
His
Akuma
ADS is a
flying
dot.
over most of his enemies and then getting caught out, surprised by Izu. A pretty hefty upgrade as well.
Nice try. Demon 1 versus 5.
Optimistic. With the spike down.
He's actually 2 off ult, so 1 kill here would be great.
I think you'd need the devil himself to show up to be able to eliminate the rest of these players. I don't think it's going to be happening. And even just damage here might help them out a bit. Instead, though, it's a flawless round. Buzz there.
Damn, T1 fighting.
When T1 looked like they were dead and buried, they find a round.
Okay.
Even in the end of the round, another delivery from Stax is revealed. The Hans have been huge, and at the start,
No, flash.
plays a similar role, giving them that info. Target selection for Buzz was easy as a result. And as you saw,
Oh my God, he walked into his loving hands.
Able to get away with that is ridiculous. Great fight, and as well, this is the round that should have seen T1 fade into obscurity. Now,
are you allowed to use the door to speed boost in pro play? I don't think so.
Against DRG for the final round of regulation.
Did he do it?
Overtime.
I'm pretty sure the wall or the door boost is like not allowed yet.
For DRG, they're competing for their organization's first win on the international stage.
It was a lot.
It'll be much
Double
harder.
dive onto B again.
Already a
It's an
solid
entry.
Buzz has been dealt with.
Stax Meteor, answer back.
In turn, Stax wanting to get back in there, but he's got
Visol, Yoruo, they see him.
Demon 1 being revealed.
He got the kill! Visol back! Oh my God, they have spike though. Omen ults? They have Omen ults. They can Omen ult the bomb. Omen ult the bomb, guys.
Even still though.
Demon 1 had spike.
Yeah, look at the position of the spike, getting it back.
Plant that shit.
Is he going to be able to block this? No, it takes more than one.
Guys, just plant it on B. You already have the site. Don't overthink this. What are we doing? Brother,
he's making that read
I don't
early
like
that
it.
this team might just try a move for the A site.
Thing is, though, they're in this 3v2. Playing the retake could have a lot of value. For DH, he has to be
Oh,
very
they actually don't
selective
expect this
about
possibility.
where and when he fights.
30
Already
seconds left.
drop down.
This is kind of weird now. I'm not gonna
towards
lie.
the A site. DRG, they might go to C, though.
Oh my
Making their
God,
mind
they
up
might
as we
flank
speak. They
D.
know they've already taken out the Vice on the other side with Meteor's utility gone, but it will be the A side. That's the ultimate target.
They're gonna make
And a
noise.
sneaky play
Wait, he's
here
looking.
from DH,
Oh
but
my
it all comes
God.
down to timing. Nick is walking up on him, but they
They
decided
didn't
to leave
clear
him
it.
10 seconds.
They
That plan
didn't
has to be
clear
secured.
it.
DH, if he can just drop this spike, it could all be over here. And
Oh.
the spike gets planted, but Nick is left alone. If he doesn't find this pick, they will overwhelm him
1v3.
with numbers, and DH slips away to
He's
the
not gonna
tree.
peek.
Nick against the world. He's had so many big plays.
Seized.
The decoy reveals.
Oh!
Oh!
You saw it. You saw it, bro. You saw it. You saw it, bro.
Taking
He
this
actually
across
had
the
him.
line, bringing T1 into an overtime, giving them a chance to deny DRG on a map where they've looked beautiful.
What an absolute mad round.
Damn, Demon1 almost made a play too.
Kicking things off.
Nice try.
Steel Garden.
NT. Had they cleared the guy Pit, this round goes completely differently.
One hell of a try.
Like, they almost cleared him. They almost cleared him.
By a seize that was thrown by a stack. So he gets those first two. Probably wants to try and move in that direction.
Oh my god.
But isn't able to reposition. And DH, once again.
Oh my god, sigh of relief.
This youngster coming into the squad. Replacing a member who helped bring home a Masters trophy. And right now, he is the best player in the server.
Well, overtime for DRG. They had the lead, they had the chance to close it. But now T1 could be right back to winning ways. On the attack side, our T1, but look at this stack.
4 guys on A, the refight.
There's 4 players here. Previously, we've seen them fight tooth and nail for A, and T1 have been keen to take that.
Kill them blind? No.
But now it's a trap.
Wow.
Flex him through the door. Grabs
3v3
one before falling. The numbers even.
Breach still fighting.
Nick with the pressure
Nick
on his
is
crazy.
crazy.
This time he delivers, but the slide in from
Big
Buzz.
trade.
Punish
2v2.
for the 2 versus 1.
2 versus 1, sorry.
That's the decoy. He might have to jump on Spirit Z1. A 3rd kill. And the TP taken to the other side of the
Demon1.
map.
Oh my god.
A plant and a 1v1. How many clutches has Demon1 be in? But this one, the most important of all.
He's going around.
He up top.
He's going around. He doesn't know it.
He opened the door. So Demon1 has tried to bait
fuck.
the idea that he is coming from this position, but I feel like it's going to take him
I like
so
this too.
long
I like
to
this
go
too.
all the way back around. And once that smoke fades, DH will have the idea that this man is no longer in position. In fact, it's such an obscure angle. I don't even know if Demon1 will
fuck.
expect
I don't know
this
if he'll
at all.
expect
And
him
the
there,
problem is
yeah.
Now that clock is starting to tick, the doubt starting to be in its
Damn. That would have been a crazy clear though. I mean, there was a world where he actually does walk around bends.
To give T1 a shot at map victory.
Damn, nice try. I liked what he cooked.
DH has been playing
It
the
was-
game all throughout
it was
regulation,
doable.
but these last 2 rounds, he has hit another level entirely.
He would have to go back up. Yeah, clearing bend would be crazy.
Catches
Is there any
both
world he
players
clears bends?
completely off guard.
Match point
And a
2-1.
4K to deliver T1 the lead. 1 round left. They were trailing 12-10 with weak weapons, a Bucky in play, a mixed bag across the board, and they came back in with a dominant win. But DH for 2, giving them the lead, and with a timeout for DRG.
Well, he doesn't know if he
Team
walked
looks set
out
to
back to
close
mount.
out this map. It's to set history for the org. Well, now they've got to climb back into the game.
It is funny to think that while we talk about Demon1 not really playing for the last few months, when he was last playing, it was at least in the Tier 1 over in Americas. For DH, this is a guy who is playing in the
Both
Tier
teams
2,
get 1 timeout for OC, yeah.
and this is his first map on an international stage. I don't know where.
Demon1 has 0 assists.
It's
either he kills you or he doesn't.
Caron felt like it was just cheating
No
to
in-betweens.
have someone that good. DH now feels exactly the
Okay,
same.
big A fight. Well, not really.
27 and 16.
These guys are playing back,
He
it looks
is
like.
dragging players like Meteor, Buzz, Stacks,
5-man from
Izu,
DRG.
who've been there, done that, got the
Up.
t-shirt. To potentially
What?
the first map, but boy, might just have to do it again. Buzz, within the first seconds of the round, is dead.
Ackerman's been so impressive in those opening
The
duels.
fuck was that?
Dashing in. We've seen him do it not that many rounds ago when DRG were on the attack.
Cover going out.
But with that, it looks like they'll still commit to this A site. Demon1 holding the flank. This could be a mistake. There's so many players
One more.
here. Stacks traded out. DH going to burn the paranoia just to deny the space. Slow them down.
Well, look at the rotation.
All 3 are here.
Everybody's already here.
This is
They
a big
call
kill.
for the rotate back. It looks like they will, but the Ops now in
Did he
position.
see him?
Holding that cross.
Oh my god, the triple peek. They saw
Finding
him.
strength in the scars.
Oh my
He's
god.
being dealt on A main.
Oh my god.
They'll still move towards this site. And the numbers are still here for T1. At least they were.
Oh, maybe the only one that really matters is still here. He would basically win them overtime if he can somehow hold on to this 35 seconds and decisions are there to be made.
27-16.
Meteor has left his team. I'm surprised they're splitting up. I'm surprised that's the decision. Well, this time DH can't save them. Ackerman will put him in the dirt.
We go again?
Meteor so far away. I'm not sure I agree with that. I think the best case they had was to try and fight it as 2. Now he has to find a 1v4.
Yeah, I mean, best case is DH gets 2 kills, Meteor 1v2, but
now that he's being spotted, looking pretty bad. There goes the ultimate on him.
Woo!
Okay, Ackerman will fall, but the spam's through the wall. Even us up to 13-13. Another overtime needed.
Draw.
For DRG, those opening picks on the attack from Ackerman there.
Gross.
Yeah,
they are everything for this squad.
He's done that a lot.
But this is like, when I go back to the critique I had of Izu in the defensive half, that's what I'm expecting.
Flexing.
Like, you get in, get a kill, get out. He has no interest of like trying to double down, try and be a hero of the round. He's just get the opener and escape. And that's where I think Ackerman has truly been a force to be reckoned with. Now into that defensive round once again, and it's the same brawl over on A.
Damn. Yeah, T1 though, they sit behind Rubble patiently.
Got out. 4A.
Still those 4 players towards this site. T1 making a quick read again. They're giving up that space. What happened last time? It was a trap play with a lot of players in position.
Nice.
Expecting the same.
Well, they know
here.
they've refought it. They can speed up C. They're speeding up C. Demon 1's full alone.
Won't make the mistake he did in regulation of giving them the picks. Now
good molly.
Slow this push down. Give a chance for the rotations. Demon
needs one here. Needs one here. Oh fuck, he fucked up. Got his one. Good job. Good job. The flood is here, Spirit. Spirit.
Delivering again. And a 3
2v3.
versus 2. The defensive round.
Oh my god, that was huge.
But with that coming down, we're back to a 2v2, and T1 have got a plant.
Not much util left.
Putting themselves in a position to turn this round on its head, have another chance at claiming the victory on their opponent's choice, but Flexin and Nick have an opportunity.
One away from ult, yeah.
Slow them down even more. The Aftershock not quite finding anything, but even still.
Oh, good smoke.
It has cleared an angle, it has checked the spot.
Good stun.
But that time is ticking. They need to get a move on. First contact.
Poppin'? Wow.
Izu
gets one like that? Damn.
But Meteor will make sure that they're the ones that get another chance at victory.
Oh my god. The site anchors did a good job. Demon 1 got 1, Spirit got 2. I think Meteor's kill in the end was the big one. Like, they did their job here.
It's going to be a timeout again, Tom, but it's T1 this time, taking the breather.
This kill right here, that kill right there was big.
A couple of times, so.
Meteor, good impact.
I think also just, this is where you need a cheese round. This is where you need one thing to work for your squad, and then you close out the map. This is the perfect time for the coach to come in, because realistically, if you're a round down, you take a pause, you're basically looking to fix something while you're switching into another half. Like, the rounds you've just lost, it would be irrelevant.
Match point
T1
T1 again.
Playing that side of the map anymore. Now, you're coming in, and it has only been those attack side rounds that have been working for either side. This is what they needed to fix. One defensive round, and this game is over, and the coach earns his money.
And one of the big strengths for T1, thinking back on towards the end of regulation, at 12-10 down, they go for this all-out play of aggression towards A main, something that I think we're used to seeing from DRG on the defensive side. We're used to seeing from most teams, but it was getting Buzz into this deep spot, swinging open door, and having just this all-out brawl.
The focal point of that was Stacks. He might be bottom of the board, but the amount of supportive assists that he has had.
His haunts are unreal.
Yeah, they have been...
Yeah, let's see. Off on Izu.
Like, it
4-man C start.
Round. In fact, it catches multiple people most rounds. Looking like it might be slightly different, though. You've got Izu.
They're going Meteor.
He's got that operator in hand, and they will take that control. But the second they take it, Stacks is immediately back to go and support the other side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, the haunt goes up and no utility as a response. Nobody's seen. It's now time to reinforce
this is a real hit.
C site. But it might be too late. By the time he gets there, they're already teeing up for the push.
He's in.
DRG straight in. Meteor under pressure. He's
Swarm.
Surrounded.
Big kill, Stacks. Big kill, Stacks. Oh my god!
And he might have delivered them the win.
Oh, that was clean.
A sliver of health has to stand off against the off.
Oh.
And even then,
wow. T1, take it. Damn. Damn. NT GG.
From what looked like defeat and claim map one.
Oh my
DRG's
god.
pick.
Yeah, what an incredible start to this series. One that feels like it could go all the difference to 3, but we will have to wait and see. We'll be
honestly,
back with
both teams played well.
After the break.
Fuck, the 4-man C hit. They just couldn't get the entry this time. That's fucked.
Now that I'm a mom, things are different. Verizon's different too. They let everyone.
They rushed with no water smoke. I don't know where their second smoke was placed. Yeah.
That for me.
I don't know. I don't know where the second smoke was. Honestly, that was a fun first map though. Damn. That was DRG's map pick. Next map is Sunset. NC. I don't know where the second smoke was at. What the fuck was Flexum doing, man? He threw so many rounds. He had a slow start, but he picked it up later on. Did he fuck up that last rounds? Am I the only one who thinks Heretics better than G2? I think Heretics are just very hot and cold, right? Like, you don't really know what you're gonna get from them. If they're playing like in their best form, you know, they're fucking insane. But then there's like a different level they can drop to as well. So it's kind of like fucking coin flip, which is honestly the way I would describe these matches. At least for some of the games. We play.
Why do I play my hand before the night is over? Breaking down, caving in. Don't know why, but now I'm blind.
All right, we're on break here. Demon One selling his soul to DRG for champs. I literally sacrificed my whole entire soul to be here. Nice. G2 champs bear parody. I'll check it out. Lizard Wizard.
Excuse me, sir. We're not open yet, and I'll get you the menu, sir. Guys, we gotta open up. Let's go. You go, sir.
I want l'international.
Guys, we need to get better.
Boys.
Oh, shit.
Le International.
The what now?
It's for the food critic for Champion magazine.
Le International? How? We've never made one.
Oh, wait. I've done it once. Didn't you wash dishes after that, though? Shut us out, boys.
Yo, boys. Maybe it's not about what you make,
But how we make it. New ingredients, new recipe. Remember, the rotations must be perfect. Even if you feel like rushing, just take things slow. Shit, did you add the final ingredient?
Yeah, I remember the vibes.
Yo, I think I just saw Boostio.
Okay, random stray.
Presenting Le International.
What the?
Honestly, the G2 content's good, bro. The G2 content's good.
이자 챔스 첫 경기였는데 오늘 너무 멋진 경기력을 보여주고 있습니다. 이제 방콕 마스터즈 방콕 우승자인 T1 선수들이 팀으로서 어떤 이야기를 해줬길래 이렇게 잘할 수 있었나요?
사실 팀원들이 그 친구한테 뭐라 해줄 필요가 없이 워낙 큰 무대에서 자신감 있게 할 수 있는 거를 증명했기 때문에 콜업이 된 선수여서 팀원들이 이제 하는 거는 그냥 하던 대로만 해라, 자신감 있게 해라 정도로만 하고 너무 잘하더라고요. 알아서.
Well, the team didn't really have anything to tell him because DH was called up. He joined our roster because
That's AI,
he was
bro.
able to perform well, be confident on big stages like this. He was born ready. And I guess the team just said, hey, just keep doing what you've been doing because, you know, we all saw how good DH was and he really proved himself today.
Well, he better keep doing what he's doing. He is a natural. Good luck on the next map. 감사합니다.
Like I said before, when has a Korean rookie ever failed us? What a debut for DH here on the global stage. I've got Dan and Doug here with me. Once again, these numbers, Doug, this is ridiculous. And if he keeps doing these,
I think it's AI, but I don't know.
Have a nice time in Paris.
Yeah, I think he's going to do quite fine. The stats are fine and they're good, and he put up really good numbers. But what impressed me most about this kid was how often he was in clutch 1v1 situations, and he was the one winning them out. And he was winning them out against the likes of, it felt like Demon 1 every time. He was constantly in those positions, but that boy stood his ground. He was
like, I don't think someone actually made this.
I mean, pretty much the reason why they won this map too in that overtime, when he gets 4 kills as well to secure it, they go into that second one and finally they're able to close it out with stacks. DH has been incredible. He was good towards the beginning and he was good as well to keep T1 alive in this map.
Yeah, cool, calm and collected.
That's past Demon 1.
And it's time for
Jersey
our
swap.
Verizon high-speed moment, and this one goes to what happened on round 8.
I like this font over here on the numbers.
We saw so many of these as well. This wasn't an isolated incident.
No, I think there were really, really good protocols when it came to the retake situation.
Nat's reaction to Blunder. Is this about when they TP'd?
It's a 3-on-2 for Team Liquid, and he just steps into the teleporter by accident.
I have never seen him do that on in any time ever.
Yeah, and then because Mako gets the 1 kill on site, starts defusing, the other player in Hookah is on 5 HP, doesn't want to swing, so Mako just sticks the whole thing and...
Damn.
I feel like the walls are falling down, surrounding me. I feel like a healer that has found
10-10 LFT.
your gravity is holding me. Don't make me go back to before you.
Demon 1 playing with a wired mouse. I'm pretty sure he's just warming up and charging his mouse. I bet his mouse didn't have charge. I'm sure he's wireless during the match. Demon 1 Jogamo, jersey swap. Yeah, it's definitely charging. It's gonna be sick, Jack. It looks dope. I don't know if he's saying Geo or chill.
Of DRG. Now, just wanted to get your thoughts on the Yoru and Waylay composition because the team seems to have a really good understanding on it, especially on that map and especially with the retakes. Was this always the plan, especially with the recent roster adjustments?
想问一下教练，看到你们在图一是拿出了夜路加上幻冷的组合，并且看到你们的理解是非常到位的。那最近队内也有人员的变动，这一场的发挥在你们的计划之中吗？
Do we end up finding out? I'm pretty sure it was always said though.
Actually, I'm pretty satisfied with all the players' performance today. Like for the Waylay pick, I just want to say we fixed some problems with the former Neon like comps. We want to play more aggressive and maybe like catcher and mid on garden.
I've seen it.
Well, the team is looking good. Hopefully, you bounce back on the next map. Thank you.
One of the other things he was sort of...
I've already shown this. It's my fucking goat right there. Listen, bro. Sometimes you gotta put food on the table. Sometimes you gotta put food on the table, and that's why I respect that. Where's the French music? I'm down to throw some French shit on. Actually, let's listen to the agent select.
Yeah,
I want to hear.
The question because it didn't really happen in that map one, but going into
Demon One's
map
playing right now.
It's going to be Demon 1 on that Cypher, and they're going to continue playing this double duelist with that Neon and that Euro.
Yeah, the real difference here is the fade over the Sova. I think this
I just watched
puts
the GNM,
us into this conversation we've been having around Demon 1 on an island, on the Cypher specifically. This feels like they've just slotted him exactly into the plans that they wanted to have prior.
They've done the swap again. It's Izu, Yoru, and Buzz Neon. You like this?
Yeah, it's now 2 maps in a row where they seem that this is like a very intentional thing. I'm curious, is it a comfort situation? Does Izu just feel more comfortable on the Yoru? It's tough to say, really.
And also in the map 1, we saw so many great duels between Demon 1 and Meteor. Now they're in the same agent. They're both playing Cypher. They're going to that second map. I want to see more of those duels again.
I can't wait to see it. Let's jump into game and throw this back to Mitch and Tom.
Thank you, Yinsu. It's time to get into map number 2. The first was a tight affair, but T1 are leading by 1 map. And this is their choice on Sunset. Another debut for Demon 1 as he picks up the Cypher, sticking onto that role as we would expect.
Yeah, I like the fact that DRG have not come in and try and change everything up around him. You're the team that qualified. You're the team that made it. He's got a slot into your... And I don't think, like, by any stretch of the imagination, he came in trying to change it either. Cypher definitely can be tougher on that hole, but at least for now, it's going to be DH continuing how he did on the last map. A fantastic individual performance.
The future.
Oh, wow, a recovery already needed in this pistol. It is a firing squad with DH leading the scoreboard already. And while Buzz is there to close it out,
let this be a stomp, please. What's the comp here?
A solid start indeed for T1 as DRG trail by 1, but they were able to make the fight fairly early on in the previous. See if that'll be the case again.
Damn, DH is moving.
Well, he was certainly a man that drew our eye throughout the entirety of regulation over on Lotus. But
see, one of the goats for League, why not for Val? They literally won an event this year.
Especially the first of overtime.
Demon 1's on Cypher. They've got a Yoru Neon.
Playing his first map on an international stage, and it's a Champions. That was about as good as it gets.
Yeah. Especially in the
He's
late
going
stage,
through.
pressure was on for
Damn,
DRG.
nice try.
Pressure increases. They need 2 maps in a row. And starting out with a 1-0 loss, and Meteor is playing incredibly aggressive with the Marshall in hand.
I think he's hit 0 shots.
Yes, they were mostly through the smoke, so I'll give him that credit. But it certainly scared DRG away. They grabbed the orb and moved towards middle. This is all classics, nothing upgraded.
There we go.
You really don't expect to see a lot of contest. Meteor good for 2 at least. The player spotted crossing with a jump scare from Buzz. And they're losing a few, but that's a piss. Okay, now I'm getting worried. Now I'm getting really worried. And they know where DH is as well. This man seems so reliable, but an early response like this from DRG. This could really
He went back for the gun too.
the rhythm.
I mean,
but only 30 HP, Tom.
He doesn't know where DH is.
Headshot will do it. That's the thing. DH has light
DH is playing in between, so he'll be fast rotate for either side.
Would be enough to win the round. Now he believes that he is baited.
Watch, DH is gonna walk away as he walks across mid.
DH just sat at the bottom of middle. He's waiting on this
Oof,
fight.
nice try. Good ego.
But that youngster is the safe pair of hands again. He's looking to try and get the rifle, and he will find it.
Yeah, that's at least a silver lining, but
Expensive
the same as the
eco,
previous
yeah.
map. It's great damage from DRG. They had nothing. And a few more bullets loaded up into that Marshall, and maybe this could have been a clean round, but the fact that these classics are able to win fights like this,
that's a nuts kill.
Straight down middle. That made that incredibly close, and you can see how tense it got on T1's side of the stage. They win it, but again, they have to invest.
Look at the bonus, yeah. A Stinger, 3 Sheriffs, 1 Phantom.
Rifle being put into the hands of Buzz.
He got 2!
Really isn't much, but
misses stun.
Buzz is playing like this, maybe it won't matter. This is a terrible bonus round coming in from
That's
T1,
a bad loss for DRG.
They came in with a singular rifle, I think a Stinger and a few pistols.
Yep.
And now Demon 1 has to try and save DRG from, I want to say, embarrassment.
Now, this is not a round they should be losing. But Demon 1 in a 1v3. 2 players on that angle. Spike secured as well. He's got all the info to work with now at least, but what is that going to do for him?
1 minute? I don't know, this is hard. This crossfire is hard.
Look how spread out they are. Buzz to take contact on his right, and then a big swing from Izu. He's tucked in though. He set himself up for success, Demon 1 did, but
Bad
Buzz,
start.
the one to carry this round.
Whose map pick is this?
T1. I'm thinking before we get back into the game, okay, they've got to fully invest,
GG?
right? We get in a
Think so
barrier
for
up,
real?
They've got nothing. Oh, it's an easy round. That's what you would think, but Buzz made it an uphill battle.
I can't take him serious at all. In my opinion, he fell off so hard.
Again,
Talking about Demon 1?
Talk about the supportive utility.
I feel like he's been working really hard to get back in form.
He puts that dart into the corner,
and I think he played well last map.
To look to the dart.
I didn't see any bad mistakes. He was hitting his shots.
Just a perfect setup for that exact push. And while DRG,
I'm not even trying to glaze or anything.
They lose to an incredibly weak bonus, and T1 have got a flying start.
He won the big clutch. I think he did his job.
Light shields across the board.
4-1 on B.
Easy with the outlaw.
A lot of stingers though.
Yeah, they've got to get close. That's the real problem.
Oh, that's tough. He got out.
The gate crash is used to get out of dodge before. That's a little too scary. Now those stingers
Top
are nice
mid fight.
and close. All of these fights look maybe even favorable for
Run.
them. T1 have to group. Take these fights together.
Any ults?
It's Izu
Nope.
looking for some on his own, but around that laneway. When they come to push back
Tatter's
in,
expecting to 1v5 every round?
DRG
Not
really
for real.
pack a punch, not just on close range, but with the numbers by their side as well.
Flexin?
Picks up
Flexin?
a double. Spirit Z1
That
there
was
as
Spirit.
well. This could be DRG's
1v2.
round. A return.
Ooh. That's a big steal.
MasterCard Thrifty as they put one on the board on their weaker round.
That's a big steal. MasterCard Thrifty.
That's one way
Wait,
to
do they have
reset
this?
after a third round embarrassment.
Has MasterCard Thrifty been enabled the previous 2 days?
I think we have a
feel like I
normal game, but no.
I could be missing it, but I haven't heard it.
Pace they were able to get in. Obviously, Buzz was so
Flexin'
low.
proving the haters wrong.
Easy, but from then onwards, it's just stellar work. Playing these close range angles, knowing the vulnerabilities
It has been
of
on, I
their
see.
weaponry, and while Flexin and Spirit Z1 have now given them a round they never should have had. Balance restored, 3-1, and this is where we'll see the buy. A pretty strong one coming back up for T1 with an operator for Izu.
So far, the best rounds from DRG where they've got 4 stingers, and the next best was when they had classics.
When Demon 1 gets
And
signed?
it wasn't a pistol round either. A very, very strange start.
Wait, question.
But this has been an unusual series, looking back at Lotus.
Has practiced with the
Rifles
team how
invested on
many
both
days?
sides.
Because he only practiced with the
T1
team once he
taking a
arrived
pretty
in
heavy blow on
France,
the last,
right?
But a 3-0 start,
So what,
especially
he's
when
got
they
like
buy
4 or
round
5
3,
days of
that's gonna
prac?
give them
Maybe?
enough to buy
Like
right
4
back into
days?
this. Buzz has ultimate to work with, but I'm looking at the other side for DRG. Ackerman 1 away, but Spirit
Unless he was
Z1
playing with them
already has that dimensional
with high
drift out on
ping,
the
which I
attack
doubt.
side. That's probably
Like ping
gonna be
from
used
here to
clear
China is
up all this
probably
space and maybe
gotta be like,
stop Izu
I
from
don't know,
having the
200
impact with
ping,
the operator.
250.
He's on
So
the
yeah,
angle,
that's
waiting
impossible.
for his chance to strike, and there it is. The gate crashed back to safety. But Spirit Z1, he's got the sight for them.
Yeah, just clearing out any risky angles. allow the rest of the team to run through clean, although saying
Meteor?
that, Meteor's managed to find one
kill?
on the cross. I think that's Demon 1 trying to jump around.
It's not gonna get rolled, I'm not gonna lie.
Instead, another solid paranoia thrown through to give Buzz a little bit more. The TP to the other side, it leaves Nick, but he's done well.
1v2
he's
now.
To make this
Omen
one
ult.
look interesting.
There's a chance for
on the
Flexen.
other side of the map. And now
I like the aggro play.
To play with.
Flexen's first half on Lotus was
careful,
a
my boy.
class.
Is he gonna flank them?
And it felt like in every round. But
This is crazy to flank them.
He certainly warmed up in the second.
No, he's
now
just
carried
checking.
through
Okay.
That momentum to a
He has
1
a smoke.
versus 2. He's got Izu and DH, 2 big players.
Does he
for
peek the
T1.
cross?
The operator swapped out. It is just the rifle.
Wow.
But Flexen isolates.
He's walking back in.
10 bullets left, but time ticking. Playing inside his smoke. He can challenge as soon as
Oh, he had such a good chance. He fluffed it a little bit. Nice try.
Of time. I think he's putting the gate crash through to attempt
8 HP, yeah.
to reclaim that up, but surely it's too far.
Yeah, it's not going to get it. Even still, though.
Oh, the
very
2v5.
Nice attempt for the remaining couple of players to teleport to the other side of the map. Nick being able to get a couple, and then coming down to the wire. This reaction shot's tasty from Izu. I think
it's a big win.
He's impressed with himself. And what could have been a close clutch for DRG ends up putting them back. And a
Was
problematic
Rando kill
scenario.
there?
Then again, you said it yourself. They did better with the Stingers.
I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we're right back to it. But only 2 Stingers this time. They've still got those rifles to back them up. Demon 1 and Spirit Z1, the carriers of the heavy weaponry.
Walking down mid.
This will be, again, a round where DRG move together. And so
wow.
still going to be disrupted by Izu. And nasty angle in mid. That's Ackerman down. And especially in a round like this, Tom, especially with a Stinger, seeing him slide in and get up close, close that distance, gain you space, you really want your Neon for a round like this. Huge pick from Izu. And he keeps the control on mid as well. That gate crash, not even that close to fading, so he can stick around for quite a while.
They've not been able to clear him either. So he's still going to have this very fast flank, and because of that, they have a very good idea that there hasn't been a rotation. 3
this
players
looks rough
still
right now.
committed to this B side of the map as they look to try and make their way through.
Oh, a missed shot by DH though. That's given them an opportunity on DRG. When they got the plant, that's where things changed with Stingers in hand. This time it's beforehand. When Flexen goes diving into market, they've got
nice
the control,
shot.
And Demon 1 lands his shot on backside. Stacks might have to back off. He's sticking around. He's getting up close. And he'll get the jump on Flexen, but the correction for Demon 1 isn't there. Meteor alone, and Nick.
They're winning these rounds. They should be losing right now.
They really are better when these
actually, this is close.
Out as second.
They won that previous clutch 3-3.
I think it's Flexen.
Yeah,
I think Flexen's just
100%.
very, very good with the Stinger. Like, he's a little bit more aggressive.
Look at this shot,
in
though.
the way
Holy
that he
fuck.
plays. Like, just looks to try and get up in their face the second he has this gun. And, yeah, look, just like
Flexen's making plays.
Angles,
nice shot.
Up close, and
nice shots.
Demon 1 also having a
good
solid
job.
round at that.
Holy fuck.
Definitely some frustration, and you can understand why. They've lost 2 rounds.
Do you know Demon 1's mouse pad? I
The
don't.
core
Someone in
of
chat
it
must.
has been Stingers.
Yeah, those are the rounds that, you've already done the hard work.
Demon 1 looks sad? I don't think so. I think Demon 1's very happy to be here.
Down on it. Aggressive
Oh,
play,
the
under
wall
pressure.
bang, and he's being
Stacks
pushed.
already
Oh
wrapping
my
around,
god.
and Flexen won't
Barely caught
escape.
him.
The wall bang to connect the pick and get a rifle.
Market split.
Or the team 1 side. It's the only one they have to work with. Look at DRG. They're walking into the spawn. They're taking
This
a
is an
very
eco
deep
from
fight.
T1, by the way.
Will contain them at least alongside Buzz. It's all about avoiding that rifle for them.
Yeah, that's the thing. If they go into A,
They saw him, I think, yeah.
I don't mind this, but it does mean that they're
The solo
almost
thing.
completely surrounded. Stacks is actually going to try and utilize the Hunter's Fury, and the rest
Tagged
of them, while
one.
this is going on, are putting the pressure onto Spirit Z1.
Wait, watch out, bro.
They keep the advantage, and Izu is now
Oh,
the one
Cypher
that's
ult.
been given that rifle. It's whether or not they can retrieve the other. Doesn't seem like it. They're going to split back in the other direction, try and group up as DH still creates the illusion that there's a player here, and in the meantime, Izu goes walkabouts. Now they have the dimension
too hard
they
now.
can find everyone else.
That drops a rifle over as well, picks up another as he's running around the site. Ackerman and Nick have their work cut out for them. Ackerman good for the first, and the trade out makes it possible. But Meteor's classic is what takes them across the line.
This game is weird.
Course correction
This
from
game is
T1,
weird.
but I don't know what is going to happen next here as a MasterCard Thrifty won out by the defensive side. Continues.
That's the round they need, dude.
Not just this map, but this series.
So yeah, you've got the first.
They're losing rounds they should win. They're winning rounds they should lose. Yeah, literally.
One rifle, pistols, and a stinger. Yep. Then you've got the opposing side winning a round with almost all stingers.
Yep.
Yep.
Then a normal-ish round. And then, well, actually, no, it was an 8 HP clutch. Never mind, wasn't that normal. Then you have another stinger round, and then you have this round.
MasterCard's getting their money worth, yeah.
And well, T1, I'm sure Autumn, he's kind of got to retract his slamming on the table, because now they've ended up in, I guess, an even better spot. But they're up against stingers again, so who the hell knows?
Well, we've seen it with 4. We've seen it with 2.
These are warning shots. He's spraying the stinger. He's like, now they know I'm coming.
Well, they certainly do. All that utility fired through, but Spirit C1 the
Trade?
ball again. But
Stacks with a big 2.
A 3 versus 2 that they find themselves in. The TP
Oh.
to backside for early control, and it might not even be
1v3.
needed. Demon won all alone. Last time, he had a pretty hefty
I think he heard him
disadvantage,
TP
but
there,
this
it
one
seems,
beats
right? He has a
Guardian
strong
in
idea.
hand. And a good idea of where this player is. He is checking this left corner. TH needs to be quick
Wow.
on the trigger.
He like
will
fell
be shut
asleep
down.
almost.
The spike, though, is not in a good position. With no cage left to cover the cross. That
Oh! Yo, imagine that connected.
A jump shot with the Guardian. That's one hell of an attempt. Now he knows that that op is on the other side, but hitting this shot will be difficult. Uses the cam to bait him out, and he's done so successfully, but he can't land the shot.
He dodged it.
Sends him running back. The classic round the corner. That's a risky play. They've given
One
Demon
bullet.
one a chance, and he may.
No! He hesitated a little bit. Nice try. He thought about the classic, I think, because he was getting pushed. I don't know. Nice try, though. Good dodge on the stun. Good movement.
Yeah,
He made a round out of it. I like to play with the cam as well.
He was hit by that stun. That's the only
Nice
reason
try,
I
nice
can
try,
think
bro.
of that Izu would run around that corner with a classic, but it just feels like at times T1 want to make this as uncomfortable for them. And I'm guessing their fans at home as possible because that was way too close.
What is that?
Who's Greg?
Who's Greg?
Pals here? I think it might be that he's cracked. I'll tell you that. 6-2.
Oh, he's in crack?
The lead for T1.
Well, they find it fun.
He's in crack? I don't know.
They've been slamming desks in the coaching booth.
I need sort of like that side by side, like just like Autumn slamming the desk and then cut to DH just laughing his head off.
Yeah.
Like it's just the parallel of the coaching staff versus in the server, and I can definitely understand why, because although they are winning in some of the weirdest
he's in Windows
ways I've ever
settings.
seen.
He's lowered his mouse sense to
4-round lead,
2 or
but
1.
The way this game has gone, it could be swinging either way. For DRG, though, this is a disastrous start. Of course, they're on their
I
opponent's
forget what it
map.
was, but isn't there a reason to keep your Windows sense on 6/11?
Closing out Lotus.
Like, I remember there being a thing about that.
Clutches, big rounds from DH, the man that
Like,
was
if you're
happy
not
out
on
that stage.
6/11, then something is created.
That's what robbed them of it. And now you start to be left in the dust as T1 run away with it despite incredibly close rounds, despite winning 2 where they had extremely light buys, essentially saving their credits
Raw
for
input
the next.
bypasses that. I think it might have
there,
been like
when
a.
the next came, it was defeat.
I
They
don't
also
know what it
lost
was.
to in
There
the
was something like
exact
that in
same way,
CS though.
It's kind of
perfectly
There used
balanced.
to be
In essence, yes.
interpolation issues, but
But
if
in
you
the
run
feel of
1600
the match,
DPI and drop
no.
it down to 411,
Like,
you
I
have
feel
better
like the
input lag
last
and your
map
mouse
was
doesn't
a
feel
lot
spastic.
closer,
Wait, is
but
that a real
not
thing,
with this
TGO?
much insanity.
I didn't think DPI made any. I didn't know DPI made any difference.
But hey, for T1, they're on their map choice. At times, they have been fairly dominant when it comes to the defense, but in their most recent match versus RRQ, it was the attack that they ran away with.
1600 DPI for Windows sense
Scoreline
is less
alone.
input lag.
I
Is
think
that
they'll be
true?
Very happy with the position they find themselves in. At the same time, in their most recent victory versus BLG, it was a 10-2 defensive half.
Battle
for
Nonsense made a
DRG.
video. If you're
Now,
running
saying
4K
they
plus
can
30 for
recreate
1600
that
DPI is
again
less input
without
lag than
Lixigard
400
so
DPI.
far,
I see.
Maybe not so likely. They're going to want at least a little bit of wiggle room.
I see. Especially if you're using a higher polling rate, it helps.
The interesting thing about this, and I know you folks are getting your stage shots, but when we get back into the game, you'll see that T1 actually left in a suboptimal position.
What do you mean they go Stinger? That's a
They
great
have to
go.
play with a Stinger despite winning 2
I
rounds in a
see.
row, and I think that
GL.
really tells the story
I
of
see, I
how
see.
this has gone. a streak of 2, but every round has been so damn close.
Well, what I've been told as well is that although we do currently have ourselves a technical pause, DRG are going to take a tactical pause directly after this. So this may be a slightly elongated pause for more than one reason, because I can understand why. Like the manner in which you're losing a lot of these rounds are like, I feel like a lot of control has been given over.
Who on map 1C1?
I feel like they've left a player there lurking to try and hold on to it. I don't think they've had too much success when they've gone for these more direct A hits. And other than those B hits with low buys, there hasn't been anything that's worked for them on the attack side. And that is alarm bells, because if you get those couple of rounds, you build off it, you start getting yourself into the half, you show something with your buy rounds that you're able to sort of maybe bait players into certain fights or get certain map control, then I'm not worried for you. But when they're the only rounds you're winning, that shows that, okay, it's only these cheese rounds where you're able to get up close in someone's face and spray them down with an SMG. That probably means that this attack side is going as bad as it could be, and you've just had a little bit of luck that's helped you out. So I'm definitely nervous for DRG, because as we sort of mentioned, the importance not only of this match, but the whole tournament, of them not just trying
I broke my knee and I have a fever tear keeping me going right now. I hope you feel better, man.
Here, but also, they still have their life on the line for
Are they
just
teams
being
selling
in
their
tier
jerseys
one.
at Champs,
They
you
are
think?
one of
In the
two
venue?
teams that is the case. And you then have to consider the group that they're in. Like, okay, sure, a match versus Sentinels is a tough one, but you're going to be up against either the previous year's
I feel like they usually don't, but I feel like I also remember hearing that they might for this one. I don't know. I couldn't answer that, bro. It's not a good question for me.
Probably favorites for the whole thing. So
yo, happy birthday,
it is
Habibsi.
seeming like the loser of this match has got a tougher match in the lower.
Why is no one playing Jet?
Look back at the previous map, you know, DRG, they didn't win the first
That's
half.
kind of like,
They were 7-5.
I hate to say it, but old news.
With the
Neon Yoru's the wave.
And how much benefit that's going to bring to
I mean,
them.
there are still
Coming into this one,
games we
6-2
see
down,
Jet,
and a chance for this to
but
extend further for T1.
like we saw
Where do you
Jet on
see
Abyss the
from
other
this
day.
point, the goalposts for DRG being, where do they have to hit to give them a chance in half number 2?
But I feel like, yeah,
difficult.
Yoru's
We do now
TP is
head
too
into
strong.
our
Neon too
DRG
fast.
Tactical timeout, as said, that was coming. The producers did
What's
not
up,
lie
Victor?
to me. They only do that to fans. But nonetheless, back to your point, I think that I kind of want to see them try and level this up, because sure, a 10-2 defense last time out, but versus BLG the time before, 8-4 attack, versus XOG 10-2 attack. They've proven that they're good on both sides of the map.
Okay, here we go. Timeout
But
from a tech
I
pause.
just think it's going to be more difficult when your Cypher is a stand-in. Like, a lot of the time, like, if you look at the
What
way
jersey
Cypher
is that?
played on this map, it is an anchor hold at the B site quite regularly, a lot of information to be found around middle and in towards B main. Well, even if just the communication is a little bit off, that means Demon 1 has to kill a
I
whole
see.
team as they run into the site. I don't believe that he's going to be able to do that.
I'm going
He
to
needs
Paris for
have
top
those
4,
supportive bits of
so
utility
end
to
of the
help
month.
him. So I think, if anything, the ease should be more so on that attack side.
All right.
Especially when you got this double duelist, like, you need on the defense to have that push on one side and him as the hold on the other. On the attack, you can be a little bit more loose. But thus far, the
Do I think Waylay will ever be meta?
Someone is getting caught in most rounds early, because T1 aren't just sitting back and letting you have that control.
Feels like Waylay is
Well, this
not
should be the easier, as you
ready
said,
to
Tom,
be
for
a.
DRG to put the pieces together with the
Ah,
stand.
see, that's not true. I don't know.
Win
I don't know enough about Waylay. I'll be honest.
Wrong. Ackerman back to winning ways in those early fights.
Like-
Paranoia sent through, but that doesn't stop them as Demon 1 picks up another.
Oh, they're getting
and
rolled.
Another stacks down, but DH in the corner has a beat.
Oh my God, he almost got 3.
Demon 1 saves them. Meteor left alone in a 1v3. That could have been a nail in the coffin of DRG. I don't know how that corner was left uncleared for so long. Especially when the Paranoia was thrown through from that position. But they've righted the wrongs here, at least.
Yeah. I guess it just literally came down to, we've killed enough people, there could possibly be another one in the corner. And honestly, for DH, it's a nice try.
Holy shit, that could have gone real bad real quick.
Did you go, maybe he should have got all of them, but he was able to at least take 2. The problem is the damage was already done, and thankfully for the rest of the players, Demon 1 was quick enough on the trigger to be able to take him down.
Ooh.
That flash as
Good
well.
flash.
Buzz was so unbelievably blind.
I mean, the Fade's movement is crazy here.
That got way too close in the cubby. You know, you can't put your head that low, too, from that position.
The phage
far
movement.
more than he should have been.
T1 pause off of that? Damn.
But just one more, and that's a completely
First map was OT. Yeah, that was a good one.
At DRG, 3 rounds on the board. Their first rifle round secured, but not without its bumps. Unfortunately, we are back to attack.
No Demon 1 replay? I agree. We kind of got
momentum.
scammed there.
Although, to be fair, I think a lot of these players will be happy to take a breather.
Maybe not so soon after the last one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely a stop-start. I don't think it's alarm bells just yet for the side of T1. I think that last round was very much a
God damn, we're up in there.
all-out brawl, similarly to what we were seeing on Lotus on that A side of the map, just everybody diving in with their utility. And it has felt like a very 50-50 fight, whether or not Buzz is going to be able to just dominate, or in this case, where Ackerman has the support.
Oh, it's a tech pause.
Needed.
Whoops. I thought for some reason T1 paused. Whose mouse is fucked?
Because, yeah,
someone's mouse is fucked, I think, right?
And you come out on top. It's not like a round where I'm going, you're going to be able to do this every single time. Like, if the paranoia lands a bit earlier, maybe Buzz gets a few. If the flash isn't as good as it was, maybe he doesn't go down. Like, these are rounds that are still difficult to repeat, but definitely good to see that they've at least managed to get themselves one that isn't just stingers running at people.
Yeah, absolutely. But even then, it requires Demon 1 to pick up 3 very important kills. The first 2 trades on the initial fights. The third one picking up a ball that was dropped far too quickly and without a moment of thought for DRG.
He's yawning.
Even
They're icing him.
out of that timeout, you could see there were blips.
He's like, fuck going on over there?
The surprising thing to me was that DH was the one to throw that paranoia so early on. He was stood in the same spot as he was when they came to push.
Well, it seems like this one is going to be a little bit longer as we will be swapping out a PC, but luckily we're not going to leave you bored. Before the tournament, we had, of course, to get that script meeting ready and going, so let's see how that went.
Bye guys. See you guys. Bye everyone.
I already told you, I'm not buying your bundle.
It's Pacific. They changed the script. Let's do another round of revisions to make sure it's fully actionable on our end.
If they have our region, come in second again.
What is this? I thought we had buy-in from all stakeholders for an EMEA final.
Actually, guys, I had an insane idea. Map 5, overtime, 15-14. I am 1v3 down, and like, it's really, really low time. I'm killing 2 and then going to spike, and then boom, take pass.
Boring. A grand final without the Americas? That's crazy. You know we bring the viewership, right?
Can we stay on track, please?
There will be no tech pause. Ignore him.
So we're gonna do the...
So,
I invited him. He needs to tell his region. EMEA is not going second against the Pacific team again.
You can lose the grand final against us instead.
Hello, everyone.
Hey guys.
What's up? Hello.
Hello. Wait, I thought we are finalizing this one in Paris.
That's boring. We've done this already in Toronto. There is nothing like a good redemption arc. EMEA deserves this.
Hey. There are more changes to the script again. But you already know my thoughts on this.
What's going on? They're just talking about how there's a script for the game. And everyone's talking about who should, like, win.
Did we discuss which teams to get kicked out, all of the America's teams this time?
We should commit Team Harris.
We got it. Yeah, I wish it could be a
Oh, he hates Cuba. Who doesn't hate Cuba?
Yeah, keep dreaming, guys.
Okay. So let's just undo all of the changes Pacific made and start over. Once you're in Paris, it will be great. Like really, really great. Just trust me. I think we will work out a storyline that everyone can get behind.
Alright, everything sounds good for me. Thanks for following up.
Yeah, okay, gotta go.
Alright, cheers to the meeting, guys.
A bientôt.
Damn. I don't know.
Et que serait l'EMEA sans une petite pause technique? On est à la maison et on en profite pour avoir deux fans français.
T1 fans.
À mes côtés, William et Antoine. C'est un plaisir.
William and Antoine.
I'm very glad to welcome two French T1 fans with me, William and Antoine. And the first question I wanted to ask you boys is, how does it feel, you know, having champs at home and seeing your favorite team here in Paris? Du coup, qu'est-ce que ça fait d'avoir les champions à la maison, de pouvoir voir votre équipe ici aux arènes?
Alors en tant que fan de Valorant et même jouer au jeu, c'est un événement incroyable et je pouvais pas ne pas y aller, c'était impossible pour moi.
J'imagine, et pour toi?
Ouais, c'est pareil. Bah franchement, regardez enfin, sur Twitch les matchs c'est quelque chose, mais les voir en physique c'est vraiment incroyable. Le son des tirs, des smokes, de tout en fait, sur place c'est 10 fois mieux, 100 fois même, 100 fois mieux.
100 fois même, 100 times is better here than at home. You know, having the mood, the fans, you can hear the gunshots so much louder and it feels insane to have it in our own country, of course. And the second question I wanted to ask you about T1 is, who is your main character in that team? Who is going to carry, you know, the whole team? Donc c'est qui, pour toi, le personnage principal chez T1?
Stop. Stop.
On est équipé, effectivement. So Buzz, obviously. Buzz. Et pour toi, du coup, Antoine, c'est qui ton joueur préféré?
Mon joueur préféré, c'est Météor. Même s'il chope pas beaucoup de kills, il chope vraiment beaucoup d'impact kill. Et vraiment, c'est un joueur qui est vraiment très fort.
So Buzz on one side, Meteor on the other one, and even though he's not top fragging, he has an insane impact, and I agree with you on that, definitely. Merci beaucoup à tous les deux. On va voir si T1 arrive à gagner. Thank you very much, both of you and everyone, and we're gonna see if T1 manage to get the win on Sunset.
If you guys are making bad jokes, we're gonna ban you, and that's
6-3 down. What has been a shaky start to this map. Make it all the way to Ascend, buy us a third map, and maybe even take their first series alongside their first map win. But to do that,
there's a PC swap happening right now, so we've got an extended break, but hopefully soon here.
Some fans out here, Buzz and Meteor, the Buzz chat. I like hearing that. Yeah. But I think it's a great point as well about Meteor that we heard from one of the fans that he might not be top fragging, but his impact is tangible.
I got you, Snipes.
He's been voted an MVP before, and he certainly set out to try the two-time here at Champions. A long road ahead of them, though.
Although when he was MVP, I think he was top fragging a lot.
Like, a lot of people vote based on the scoreboard, Tom.
Yeah.
PC swap, because I don't know.
Warriors at heart.
I'm not sure why.
Just don't use rating.
Someone's having some issues.
Please. Gotta use cast.
We can already see. Launch him back into the game. Hopefully, unlike in our EMEA show match, he has already got the bind done for how to defuse the spike.
Oh, you're going to bring Samuel Etienne up here in Paris? That's a bold move, Tom.
It's all right. He's probably watching the French stream.
I hope so, for your sake.
They're in-house, you know. I'm sure he's chilling. But, yeah, I think obviously the extended break, not ideal for any of the players down on the stage. But for DRG, maybe a little bit of a momentum breaker, not only them winning the last round.
By the way, heads up.
The way that the map was going, if you just joined us, was very much they were only able to win a couple with stingers, and with the rifles they were really struggling.
Tuesday is the dark day, right?
Their first. Unfortunately, we're not seeing much Gecko.
No, I was going to say, yeah, the Gecko fans have been starved for attention.
Monday we got matches, Tuesdays off.
Maybe that'll change as the tournament goes on.
It's actually just Gecko's looking.
Next game is G2 Heretics. Tomorrow starts off with Billy versus MIBR, followed up by RRQ versus Fnatic.
There was a PC swap needed down there. Always takes a little bit of time, but last time coming out of one of these tech pauses, we had a tactical pause. And what I like about this little break is that although we might not be touching base with the coaching staff, your IGLs have had quite a long time to think about things. And I think that will benefit more towards DRG, who have had those struggles. They just found their first
Damn, this is like big ice, huh?
Because
we're getting iced hard here.
Doing the really tough work of winning those rounds with stingers and then losing when they've got rifles in hand.
You're firing shots at Stacks?
No, I'm saying DRG are the ones that will need to build around this little break the most because they've had the issues. T1 are 6-3 up.
One of our
Let's chat about that Stacks negative.
Most iconic players we've had. I can't believe you take shots at Stacks.
Absolutely
Outrageous.
I gave him a fist bump backstage. I was very gentle as well. I didn't want to hurt the wrist. You know me, the muscles.
Oh yeah. You're almost as strong as Flexen.
Almost.
Yeah, Texas. Maybe.
The clothes, they're too thick.
Maybe.
I'm seeing headphones going back on.
Okay.
I know, honestly, this whole game, like, I think we came into things with the team.
Are we starting? Maybe.
Stand-in being Demon 1, switching over
Not quite.
to the Chinese region to try and make this work. And he has been impressive. He's had a lot of high-impact rounds. He's had a lot of moments where I think that you can see that the individual level is definitely still there, especially slotting into a role that isn't necessarily one that's his own, especially known for his more duelist / chamber play, but he's definitely looked comfortable within this squad. And obviously we're kind of having an eye on the double duelists of Ackerman and Spirit Z1 to see, especially on these last few attack rounds, what they can bring into play. The problem, though, for T1, when we do get
I don't even
into the
see
game,
like whose PC is fucked up. Oh, it's over here. I see.
They're going to be in a little bit more trouble with what
Hey,
they
is
can
it
try and
DH? It
deal
might
with.
be.
As they did lose that last round and haven't really been able to keep a lot of these rounds clean.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big problems. You know, looking back at the previous map, Spirit Z1 as well, I'm waiting to see his return to form in terms of those early duels.
So many tech pauses in EU already.
Here,
Oh yeah.
Probably shouldn't. That's usually a risky.
EMEA strikes once again.
6-1 in opening duels, and you could feel it. Both himself and Ackerman finding so much space.
He's taking
so
a
far,
sweet
it
ass
feels
time
like they've
too.
both been having a tough time. I think in a lot of these rounds,
I guess he's redoing all his settings because
the slide up that Ackerman went for in the round that they
did they
won,
not use
there was
SSDs?
very efficient trades
I don't
from
know.
Demon 1 right
Seems like he's
after.
waiting now.
But he slid through, and there
I think the
was
admins have to open up his
flash from
game.
Izu, a swing from Buzz, and in terms of the utility that T1 are putting down, then you think back to Stacks on those haunts and how much impact they were having on Lotus. It has felt like they have that little bit of an advantage in that aspect.
Oh, either way, it's going to be a little bit longer. So let's go back down with Lou to meet some of the DRG fans.
Et de retour pour vous jouer un mauvais tour puisque la pause n'est pas encore finie. On espère que ça va venir très vite, effectivement.
Give us back, Bokashu.
J'ai Fida et Sasso qui m'ont rejoint du côté des DRG, and I'm now pleased to welcome two DRG French fans to here in the arena, Fida and Sasso. And my first question is going to be very easy. We're in France, but you're supporting two Chinese teams. So how come is that? Have you followed, you know, their scene and stuff? Donc pourquoi en France est-ce qu'on soutient des équipes qui viennent de si loin? Est-ce que vous avez suivi un petit peu la scène chinoise, pardon, et qu'est-ce qui vous fait kiffer DRG finalement?
Alors moi, je soutiens la chaîne chinoise parce que je la regarde depuis presque plus d'un an et c'est vraiment incroyable. Il y a vraiment très peu de monde qui la regarde et Kang il l'a dit l'année dernière. Vraiment, mettez-vous sur la chaîne chinoise et c'est vraiment le bon plan à suivre. Donc moi, je conseille à tout le monde de regarder la chaîne CN sur la chaîne de Kichi.
Oh, un petit shout-out à Kitty qui est en train de caster le match d'ailleurs. So why are you following the Chinese team? I've been following them since the very beginning. There's only a few streamers who are following them. Indeed, Kitty, for instance, who's currently catching the match in the arena. So yeah, as Kang said, watch us more. Et pour toi?
Moi, en fait, ça fait 3 ans presque que je follow la ligue chinoise, notamment pour BLG, qui joue demain, du coup. Et en vrai, je suis assez hip. Je les suis depuis 3 ans et maintenant en vrai je m'intéresse, je regarde tous les rematchs, la plupart des matchs de la VCTCN et voilà.
Ok, très cool. So yeah, I've been following them for 3 years as well, and I'm also rooting for BLG, who are going to be playing tomorrow also. So yeah, we should definitely watch a bit more of VCT China. And last but not least, who's your main character? Who's going to manage to shut down T1? Qui est le meilleur joueur chez DRG? Qui est-ce que tu as envie de réussir à voir carry?
Bah moi un peu triste hein, mais c'est Vokashu. Faut vraiment nous rendre Vokashu, je suis vraiment déçu. Après je vais pas cracher sur Diamond One, j'aime vraiment beaucoup, mais j'aurais vraiment aimé avoir Vokashu.
Yeah, so for me, it's Vokashu. I wish he was there and we really want to have him here, but of course, I'm very happy to see Demon One stepping in. Et pour toi, Fida?
Pour moi, c'est un ancien joueur de BLG, bien sûr. C'est Fléchine qui jouait chez eux l'année dernière et maintenant il est ici, donc je suis obligé de le supporter.
So former VLG player for me, Flexin of course, and now I'm supporting him in DRG. And let's see who's going to be able to carry this match between T1 and DRG on the Chinese or on the Korean side. See ya.
Hello.
Oh my God, we're back
everyone.
to the desk.
I thought we would hop on for a bit because someone might have missed us. I missed yapping with you two for a bit.
Yeah,
so how are we doing?
It's not like we don't yap in the green room the whole time.
I
We're
don't
not
really
yapping
talk to
on
you,
camera.
so-
That's true.
Yeah,
you don't
I
speak very much at all.
traditionally not a yapper. Yeah, very
Right.
quiet.
Everyone believes that.
Keeps my opinion to myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm 6'7".
Wait, why you just dropped to like an elite Zoomer meme on me?
I don't even
Keep going.
I love that. I thought it would be fun during a tech pause to play some games, but for now, just to give you guys an update, we have swapped out a PC. We're still encountering some client issues, but as soon as that is fixed, I will let you guys know. Have you ever played a game called Never Have I Ever? Have you played this before? This is like
I have actually.
This is like a staple of my university university. So the aim of the game is you're trying to say something that you have never done, but the other two people have to try and catch them off guard. Does that make sense?
Run that by me one more time.
So we're just gonna play a practice round. You guys at home play along. So the aim of the game is you want to say something that you have never done, but the people next to you have.
Isn't it the other way around?
No.
That you've done that they haven't done.
No, that's why it's called Never Have I Ever. It's not called
I don't know if I understand that, but let's run
it. So for example, never have I ever played Jet in a game of Ranked. Oh, damn it. Okay.
Wait, really?
So it works? Yeah, so I half failed there. I only got one. I only got done. I didn't get you. I didn't catch you.
I think I got I'm going.
I have actually never played Jet in Ranked.
I find that really hard to believe. Genuinely.
I always feel, and also, it's not for me. Yeah.
All right, can I do one real quick?
Go for it, your turn.
Never have I ever had a cheeky Nando's.
Oh! Wait, this week?
Ever. Wait, you too?
Oh, okay, we're all failing this game. I have had a cheeky Nandinos, and
Wait, is that different than a
No,
Nando's?
it's just it's the same thing.
Okay.
I go for
Tarek, do a flip.
I go for hot livers with peri peri fries.
Chicken.
Yeah.
I wish I could, bro. I wish I could do a backflip for you guys right now, but I just don't have that capability. Tarek, entertain us. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I got nothing, man. I could play games on the side.
Eating habits. Sliggy, because he likes to eat microwave
I'm right there with
chicken
you
and
guys.
rice. And he eats that every day.
Oh, Sliggy, that's
That
quite...
is outrageous.
No,
That's not
I
a good
get
look
it.
for you. No, don't get it. And honestly,
Sliggy,
Dan,
I get it.
Dan, if you get it, don't admit it.
I
Okay?
get it.
This is not a good thing.
What do you mean?
I
That is
feel like if
ridiculous.
I explain myself,
Explain yourself.
it gets even more. But if I would do the same thing. I used to
Voluntarily.
Yeah. Why not?
You have a dirty palate.
I mean, it's not that. You know, you can enjoy other things while also making it easy for yourself when you're at home.
Microwave.
It's like watching
That's an
Valorant every
insult
day.
to my culture, by the way. But yeah, your turn for a Never Have I Ever. Go on.
No, I don't have one. I don't know.
Okay, I reckon I have another one. Okay, let me think. Oh, go on.
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, I thought you had one.
Yeah,
I thought
you
had one.
okayed with a little...
Yeah, you came.
I'm just waiting. I'm sorry.
Oh, never have I ever rooted for an America's team.
I mean,
no, that's a lie.
That's not fair.
That's a lie. There's no way you
All right, what
never,
score do I
ever
gotta
in the 5
get
years
for you
of
guys to be
Valorant hope that
impressed?
An American team would win something.
No,
Fucking
I feel
5 million.
No, I feel like
That's a load of malarkey.
I mean, if you
Keep the
if
music?
you really thought about this.
You wanna keep the music?
Actually, maybe Crew. I think maybe I voted. I kind of rooted for Crew cheekily back in the days.
Vamos.
I was really rooting for
What,
Crew.
until they beat Fnatic.
It was actually because they beat Fnatic. Yeah, I was hella rooting for them.
It's loud as fuck, no?
Yeah, I don't know that
2021.
they count.
But I mean, if you think about it, historically, we had Gambit versus Envy. Embarrassing performance, quite honestly, from Envy in that final.
Right,
like
relax.
3-0 from Gambit.
Relax.
Was I realistically not going to root for Gambit? And then
Youth
after
stream
that,
is crazy.
we had FPX coming through, we had Fnatic coming through, all these teams coming through. So how could I root for America when we had all these narratives?
But I feel like you also like
Fnatic
that.
loud,
Oh
like,
shit.
Libya 10 at some point. I feel like
Yeah, I think actually
2022.
just not the NA teams. Like, I like Lev, I like Loud, I like Crew.
I got one that
Even Vivo Keen, any knowers?
Yeah.
That's crazy. NIP, I got you, baby.
Okay, I got it, and I am confident I will win this.
Okay.
I am confident I will win this. Never have I ever intentionally pulled up to listen to a Taylor Swift song.
Oh my god. That's why you
what do you mean?
self-snitching. Why are you smiling
I'm
when
so
you're saying
confused.
that?
Have you like listened to Taylor Swift on purpose?
Yes.
Surely you have.
Wow.
Yeah, I have.
Yes. Oh my god, they're gonna come for me. Honestly, Doug, like, I'm so happy that you're not like the other girls. Like, wow.
It's me. I'm the problem. It's
Shit is slow as
Final
fuck.
boss over there.
I just dropped a what?
That was great.
You
that
let
was
that
really
one go.
great.
I
Honestly,
learned that from you, to be honest.
You are the anti-hero to some people. You say that, but there's actually a lot of Swifties in this tournament. I want to shout them out. Patman on Paper X was very excited about the prospect of Taylor Swift dropping an album while he is in Paris competing. He was tweeting about it. We have Chichu's game, like in-game name.
How do you find this lore? I'm so curious.
Dan, I have to stalk people for a living, you know.
Okay.
Can I mute the stream?
So Chichu's name
Actually?
before Chichu was Swift13, which is Taylor Swift's favorite number is 13. So Chichu is a Goda Swiftie.
Okay.
We have Neil, Xenio, and Weber. Famously Swifties, and the list is so long, it's going to take me a while. But good news is the tech
Turn it
pause
down.
is over. You don't have to listen to us anymore. Now you have to listen to more of Mitch and Tom.
You have to.
Thank you very much, Sue. It's time to get back into the game. It's been a cruel summer down here with these tech pauses, but it looks like we'll be back into the game pretty soon. 6-3 is where we left you, and we just saw DRG win their first rifle round. If you're just tuning in now, you have missed chaos in terms of the ecos. With stingers in hand, DRG look like one of the strongest teams. With rifles, not so much. We'll see if there's going to be a change as
going.
We see the countdown moving
Until
towards
it hits zero.
No, Tom?
Until it hits zero.
Not right now.
I'm not in until
The
it hits zero.
barriers are going to go up. Players are locked
Was
back
that,
in.
are you guys entertained?
Client issues
Have I found the
subsided.
new way to entertain the
T1,
VALORANT
they have
audience?
issues of their own. Economy's in the bin. And a weak bye coming through after that loss in the previous
Wow.
round. This should be DRG's first back-to-back round win.
Oh, wow.
Eco for
Like
T1.
a million jinxes back-to-back. There's all the tech pause stuff, and then you've hit us with the they should win their round.
I'm feeling good today, Tom.
Buzz has a stinger. It's been the best gun in this match so far. And after early control over A, they've immediately rotated to mid, expecting there to be some pressure put through on that side. The drone should, yep, that's going to get a little bit of extra information. Now they're going to try and pincer in on them. This is a little bit dangerous, but I like the use of the dimensional drift. Will allow the escape and also give Nick a good opportunity to try and clear them up. The stick is still going strong.
Yeah, the damage is certainly being done, but T1.
Got one.
Not gonna
2v3.
deny the plant, going to lose another player into the trades in the meantime, and DRG
Should be fine.
versus 2. Buzz has got a rifle, and last time he was in a position where he was the one we looked at, it was a 3K in A main. He dominated and gave T1 a real chance. I think that's why they converted. But now, smoked out, time ticking. No paranoia to work with. No stun. Not even a slide. Nothing to help out on this. This has got to be raw game power. They're not looking the right way here. That's a free kill. Flexen gets caught off guard, diving in. Buzz gets
1v1.
And now
Good
it's a
trade. Oh my
1v1
god, that was
with
close.
Ackerman. But just about. DRG
Jeez.
will connect the win. 2 in a row, found at last, and both with rifles.
Yeah, it gets incredibly close towards the end. I like that.
And before
But he's
another
so
tech
quick
pause.
to make sure that trade goes through, knowing that his opponent's in a little bit of trouble after being stunned up, but it does mean that everything is incredibly close in the end. But if DRG can continue this climb back, I don't think they're going to mind too much. This is, however, where we do get those guns coming back online.
No way.
So, Mitch, I'm going to hand this one over to you. I think you had about 17 jinxes. What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh my god.
It's just my bad.
Yep.
I was feeling good. I got a little too confident for a moment there, but
This game is still fucked?
I'm starting to regret that now. 6-4 nonetheless. I tell you what, DRG looking good. They've connected them back to back, and as I said earlier, you know, they made the best of that downtime. a corrective
What the
course.
fuck? That's
They
crazy.
have a pretty good record after technical pauses of winning rounds, so...
Here, at least, today. I'm not sure you have the stat regionally, but...
I don't think anybody has those stats regionally.
Go back?
Prepared, huh?
Should we wait a minute?
Maybe with an EMEA a while ago, you could say that was almost every round. So anybody who won the game just was good at winning after technical pauses, but...
KC, some of the best.
We improved. We improved.
We did, bit by bit.
We definitely
I actually
improved.
was the one that fixed it all. It was all me. But yeah, for T1, still stuck on 6, now conceding 2 in a row, and a big lead of 6-2. Starting to look like we could be even Steven at the halftime. One thing I've noticed in the break, actually, I'm not talking about the tech balls, I mean in between maps, we had Demon 1, like, I was looking down at the stage a lot, and that guy was locked in, not on his monitor, he had his head down. He was like calming the nerves, obviously doing a lot of thinking about that previous map where, as we said, he had a phenomenal showing, you know? But I think he's disappointed not to have closed out that map. And coming in here locked in, we already saw him save the day really for DRG in what, round number 9, the first of these 2 that they've just had, where he manages to find a 3K in opening trades, not opening duels, but his teammates go down every step of the way. He's the one bringing it back and keeping them with the advantage, or at least keeping them even. It's a very important thing to see him with confidence, especially in this role, especially after it's been almost 5 months since we've seen him on a stage, let alone the international.
The fun thing about this matchup is that if they win this, I think most people going off the next match would have G2 winning, and so then he'd get to play against Jorgamo to make it through the groups. Yeah. Like, it would be one hell of a storyline if they're able to turn this around. I say it's not looking fantastic. Last couple of rounds have definitely given us
fucked
some
up.
hope, although they've been
No!
so far few between that you can't say that there's been any sort of momentum really building.
Well, also look how close that one was from T1's perspective. They came in with next to nothing.
Bro, it takes
Couple
so
blows dealt out
long.
by DRG, and yet they kept trading it back and forth to a 1 versus 1 in the end.
You can
It was
press down
Active who
after
had to pull
jumping.
them out of it. So
I think I just
in a
fucked
round
up.
where DRG,
I
come
mean,
in going, oh, well, they should be winning this. This should be their victory. It
Damn.
very nearly wasn't. And for T1, that's fantastic. They're making the rounds that should be dominant for their opponent competitive.
Tempo run?
And now that they'll have rifles coming back in, now that we could see that op on Izu again,
How about
depending
Flappy
on
Bird?
how they distribute their economy, this could very much be where they hammer it home and lock in an 8-4 lead for the halftime.
But that will be the other issue for T1. If this goes back to 6-6, I think they'll feel gutted because it will be 2 rounds of SMGs and then sort of like a lot of close rounds that could have easily gone their way to a very, very dominant half on their own map choice. And instead, they'll now be going into what should, in theory, at least based on the most recent result, be the better half. Oh, I like this. Oh, it's just been that's just brutal, isn't it?
That's actually
fine. Okay. Is he saying no as in he's better? Let's see who's coming up as Radiant.
I can't believe they just smacked the silver on someone. I mean, that's
first
rude.
one as well.
Yeah, look, there's Ascendant. Lower. Ah.
No, you say higher. Lie, no one will ever know.
But technically, if that's what we're doing, up or down, the silver guy said low. Is he bronze? That's tough. I think he's accidentally violated himself.
Did I die?
These things happen.
What's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready.
I hope it comes up silver now.
That's actually fire. He's sat in the crowd with his ranked rating.
Can we get this on Doug? I want to know what rank Doug is.
I want to know Sushi. She's never played a Jet.
Radiant,
in a
obviously
game.
Radiant.
That's a
not boosted Radiant.
Not boosted, absolutely. She hasn't been playing.
Who could even boost it, honestly?
Oh, jeez.
No, as in like, who would do that?
I don't think he could boost Sue because she deserves the top rank.
Yeah.
I've seen her play.
Lurking on Killjoy with an Odin.
Nothing wrong with that, Tom.
Yes,
that time you realized
many things wrong with that.
6-4 is the score, and it looks like we're ready to dive back on into the game. Sunset, 2 rounds left to play for in this half. T1 leading by 2, but they've just conceded 2 in a row as DRG start to put rifle rounds on the board. This is where the first roadblock will be hit. T1 have full rifles. They've got the operator out on Izu as well. A turning point perhaps for the defense.
We're back.
Who still have a chance to finish this half with the lead that they had just moments ago. A convincing 8-4 on the cards. The DRG are coming in with momentum.
Face your fear!
Immediate usage of that Nightfall. Attempted TP and it has failed miserably. Meteor swinging out of mid is already looking to put this one to bed. Back on the rifles and back to winning ways for T1.
Bro, we're watching one round every 10 minutes. This game is hella hard to follow.
Has just gone down drastically for the side of DRG. They've just been slammed.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough pill to swallow over on the DRG side. Again, they connect those 2 rifle rounds in a row, one against an eco, but the second resistance is shown. Flex and caught in the TP. They turned around just in time. And it might seem silly, but you have to think the Fatal was put through. The Nightfall was there, so the player couldn't hear him, but the Spidey senses tingled just in time as the pressure was being put on elsewhere. And then they rush in to try to convert on that distraction. But Meteor ends up disrupting it from that mid push. 1 round left to play for in the half. T1 already guaranteed a lead, but by how much? Look how aggressive Buzz is being. He has pushed them out of mid. I mean, DRG are locked into an A push, like it or not, and that's where the Hunter's Fury is tracking them down.
Demon 1 only on a pistol. The rest of the team making their way into elbow, but
double trips on A.
This early push has definitely put some doubt in their mind. The rest of T1 seemingly quite happy to almost play this retake style setup, as now the attack look to make their move.
Got you, found my wire.
Meteor, he's been a menace through the smoke.
The eye.
That reveal, it's caught him off. Well played by Nick. The advantage
wow,
now found
Nick.
Converted into a 2
Nick is nuts.
The flash they thought would be the difference maker, but DH gets caught out alone as well. Crumbling under the pressure applied by Nick. We're left into a 1v3 for Buzz. They know where he is, and they're lined up for the firing squad. 7-5 locked in at the halftime, but T1 maintained the lead.
Yeah, no, a very good recovery from DRG. It was a spot where from 6-2 up, they definitely seemed like they were going to struggle. Nonetheless, we'll be back after the break.
Elle court, la maladie d'amour dans le cœur des enfants de 7 à 77 ans. Elle chante la rivière insolente qui unit dans son lit les cheveux blonds, les cheveux gris. Elle fait chanter les hommes et s'agrandir le monde.
Fuck!
Elle fait parfois souffrir.
Fucking dog shit fucking game, Flappy Bird. Last one.
Con report. Now this was a bit of a crazy map so far. I know for me, yep, there we go. Buzz was definitely the standout. Give him a rifle in an eco, and the man gave you a round win.
Yep. No, he had a stellar half. I think especially now, going into the attack side, it already seemed like he was a pretty big focal point of their defense, but I only assume that that's going to be even more so going into this second half. The setup from the likes of DH and Stacks has been stellar all the way through the match, but you also have to talk about Meteor. Given that little bit of additional space to sort of get in behind, and He's always going to cause you issues. On the other side of things, a late show up from Nick also helped out massively the final round, bringing things back into contention. And well, I said it before, the last time that DRG played this map, they had a very dominant defense. We'll see if that can be recreated.
Well, they have to hope so, needing a third map here. T1 already claiming Lotus. But this is T1's pick, one they came in prepared to play. There's no doubt. Aggression early on towards mid. 4 players up close, and it's Spirit Z1, a man who had plenty of opening duels go his way.
Traded.
Although he finds DH, the trade is immediate. The space, well, they're taking it right towards Ackerman. Good stun. But a player back, unstunned is Buzz.
Tag drone.
They will be unwavering as they move towards this side. Flexen caught down to 20 and completely boxed in. Nowhere to go. And he's wrapped up, but he at least
got one,
Yeah, that could have gone a lot worse. It looked like he was going to get nothing
2v3
for his troubles. Even still, though, Stax is going to spot out the first. I don't know if they've necessarily seen Nick just yet. Meteor is going for the fight a little bit individualistic. The swing back wasn't bad, but Demon One's done well.
Buzz is pushing.
But where Buzz currently is trying to figure out every single angle. Instead,
didn't expect it.
And it's Buzz once again. He is having one hell of a game,
Let's
closing out the pistol as he started it. 3 in the round, and a 3-round lead now for T1.
Yeah, that pistol's just going to send them further into the lead.
I think if Neon got 1 kill here, off that stun would have been big.
And here's an interesting question, because they've been
Buzz 17 and 9.
Really good when it comes to the weak buys, when it comes to the stingers. At this point, it's a risk, but you could see them go in for a stinger bot. Looks like they've decided against it, though.
On defense, it's so much more of a gamble. Like on attack, you can run it down. You can maybe find 1 or 2 players on their own. On defense, you have to basically pray you run
What a dart.
The stack of players, which may have happened. And at least for now, they have got their stack in the right place at the right time. They don't have the weaponry to back it up, but
5-man A stack.
I feel like this is very all in for the side of T1, but they are doing well to pick apart these pistols. There was definitely danger in this round, but Buzz, he's happy to run into danger head first.
And they're even clearing the backside. You know, Demon One had a chance
9-5. Is it over?
There. You'd think that, okay, they 4-stacked A and then left one guy to play info around mid, around B, deep camera, so they can rotate early. But no, he was there as well, and T1 won't be caught off guard by that sneaky little play. 9-5 now on the board. A big lead. And we have seen the gap close in, but it took everything DRG had to offer. And again, it's been a while since we touched on it. The stakes for this team, they have to outlive XLG in this tournament, or Ascension will be calling them.
Cutting through.
Both teams having a very tough lower bracket, regardless of how results.
Ackerman.
He's playing like his life's on the line, and Spirit Z1's there to back him up.
Flawless. Wow, wow.
The bounce back might continue, or might start here with Flawless.
Yeah, what a response. All right, we've hyped up Buzz all the way through. He still sits atop the pile, but
Levi Ackerman?
It's the same sort of stuff we saw from him in the first half. Ackerman just taking over that control, fighting tooth and nail with a teammate alongside him and just landing every single shot. Superb round from him. Puts them back on the board in clean fashion.
Okay.
But they're going to need a few more of those. Still 3 behind.
It's one of those things as well, just the impact of Flexen's paranoia straight down through that laneway. It's so difficult to play against. This time it comes in at a bit of an angle, and it doesn't catch the first player through. Buzz able to follow up as a result. DH and Stacks with their own kills in the A site. It's fallen just like that. DRG trying to repeat the success of the previous round, but they're not quite as all in about it. Trying to push around through elbow. The paranoia out of position, and ultimately the wall from Buzz is what stops that from being a bit more risky. Because yes, he could see, but the rest of his squad was blinded up.
Haters will blame Demon One.
Follow up on that from the defensive side as they were locked out. And once Buzz came swinging through, it was done.
This is the problem with those sort of A-side aggressive plays. Is like it really does feel like a coin flip. Like whoever hits their utility at the right place at the right time, whoever lands that first shot can create a domino effect. Think about it. Last round was a flawless in the favor of DRG. This, well, it's not flawless because 2 players are probably going to survive, but it's flawless for the attack who are not losing a player. It's just not a sustainable way to play the game. And because of that, T1 immediately
They can still buy
bounce back. And sure,
two
there's
save
enough
weapons.
credits for DRG to buy into the next round, but they need to find something that will
They need this round.
consistently work.
And they're running out of
Spotify
time as
sponsor
well.
is sick.
Yeah, they've got the credits here. But it's gonna be
That dart is looking really good.
They slide through.
The stun slide.
Up, doesn't matter.
Wow.
I'm blinded on the other. I mean, those are fights for the most part that you're at a major disadvantage. There's your Meteor fan in the crowd. Happy the T1 push up to double
Hey, fight
digits,
again.
4 rounds ahead. Rifles for DRG, but this is one of their last opportunities to fight for this map, to fight for this series. And it will be fun.
What?
DH falling at the hands of Spirit T1.
What is going on in this game? What are these rounds?
This time.
This is such a ridiculous way to play the game. Literally, our entire map is being decided
In the first 5
one
seconds.
corner. A main. That's where everybody lives or everybody dies.
Look at this
and we
spray.
have now just flip a coin. Let's
Wow.
just get everybody on stage and we'll just flip a coin.
He went back
each
to
round,
Silva.
and whoever gets it on heads is going to be the winner. It is absurd. I love the fact as well that we have spoken about Demon 1 being in this squad. He's the B player. Like, he's just been, for this whole game, he's like, are you winning, son? No? Okay, I'll save. Yes? Awesome. Great job, guys.
Well, one of the things you said was like, oh, when they come to push B,
That was a good one.
communication's going to be key.
Yeah, they
Well,
just
it
haven't.
hasn't mattered at all. They haven't come towards this site, but this time it's different. T1 don't decide to just throw
We
themselves
say
into
that.
the blender
They've
on
just
A.
walked up A with the spike.
They have. The idea here is
They've
to fake
called
it
the
out
bluff.
and look at how it's worked. DRG rotate. They push mid with 3 early, come through market to reinforce the B site, thinking that's where the hit's coming in. But now, those players stepping back in the other direction and seeing no contest around A main. T1 should be sensing that this site is much
They're
lighter
re-clearing
defended,
B.
and in fact, it is only flexing.
Well, DRG are now pushing up. This is where
TP
they now
Oro.
have the information. They've cleared out B, but I think it's going to be
Yoro's
too little
here.
too late. A TP at least from Spirit Z1, and now he's going to be able to find them that information. He now knows that this is another A hit, but it's not a stack up of players anymore. Rotation is coming in, but they can't take this risk. It's just not worth it. It's down to
Oh,
the spams,
spam.
but nice work from Flexen. That stack's gone.
Yeah, Flexen making a different
Spike?
name for himself
They
when it
need
comes
Spike.
to A main on Sunset.
Paranoia, they're going to
Spike will
push.
be retrieved. However, T1, they're not looking to the side, at least not with 2 of their players. Paranoia being lined up right now, but they don't find the
Nick
picks
didn't
and
get
swinging
blind,
deep.
wow.
Nick unblinded, able to drop
Wait, he
DH.
didn't mean to go in the
Picks
smoke.
across the board for DRG.
Oh,
The
Meteor.
response from Meteor. This could be the MVP
All 3
performance.
main.
In fact, it might need to be Buzz by his side. Another
Neither
for Meteor.
one.
Buzz with 1, and it's Izu alone against Demon 1.
He doesn't know where he
in
is.
the clutch. 3 rounds between them around DRG need, but Izu
Oh, nice try. So many clutches for Demon 1.
a step
Hard.
closer to
Nice try.
dominating this series.
Nice try,
as
nice
close
try.
as it's been.
This is one of the first sort of like...
He hit a nice shot on Neon, though.
rounds
If
we've
they show
seen
the
in a
replay, he
while.
hit a nice
A
shot.
lot of it came down to Meteor. His target isolation was sublime every single
Oh, he was
time,
low,
not
but he got a
giving him an
headshot still.
opportunity for a
Demon 1
trade,
replay?
well
No.
aware of the angles that were left missing and gave Izu a chance.
Damn,
maybe
lots
in a
of
round that
clutches.
they never should have had one because the way that kicked off looked so good for the side of DRG.
I mean, that was hard, bro. He didn't know he was there, I guess, you know? It's just hard.
Well, at least in the early stages, we're right back to regular programming. Izu's looked to fight towards that A site with a multitude of DRG players ready and waiting. The rest
What are you
of
saying,
T1,
brother?
though, they're going a different way.
Stop glazing him, bro. He's mid. Bro, you guys are so annoying, actually.
Under heavy pressure.
If he played like
Finds
shit,
one,
I
but
would
he'll
say
go
it.
down eventually.
It was a hard clutch.
Hunter's Fury clearing out the backside, at least the closer corners. That's going to get the Paranoia out of DH with a deep swing. Spirit C1 falls, but Ackerman's there so quick to trade this back. The advantage stays with the defensive side. The spike trapped on the site. There shouldn't be a way for him to get out of here. The drone feeling Ackerman as Meteor creeps his way ever closer. He's got this wrap around. It's really down to Flexen's timing, and he's not clearing the angle. He's not covering
Trade.
it. But eventually the trade comes through.
Okay,
Leaving
T1 won
Stacks
this clutch,
alone
GG.
against 2.
He's known for his ability to clutch, but they're grouping up, looking to play this together. A wonderful reposition from Flexen. Didn't want to give another isolated fight, so he joins his teammate and closes that distance once more, but it has been at 3 for a very long time. They've never been able to close that gap any further.
That's not what I said at all, Flex Luther. And you're being annoying again.
If
You're a
they
sub,
can
but I'm
finally
telling you
start
out.
to string rounds together.
You're a 1 month sub. You got gifted. Maybe I should ban you.
Oh, it's very much now or never. Look at this from Flexen to open up the round as well. It was a TP across that gap early upon the bait for him. He swings on the back of it. Demon One doing great work to find one. Ackerman's quick trade through the smoke, but really the round's about Flexen. A main was not a place that he had very many favorable fights in the previous map, but going into this, it seems
they're
like
actually on Hiko.
They'll
One
need
rifle.
to keep ownership over that. Spike towards B this time, and the early pressure on A. Paranoia, primed and ready, not used.
Oh my god.
In play for Ackerman.
That skin is
It's
awesome.
going to be a winker buy, and that he can get aggressive with that without too much risk of delivering a big weapon to his opponents. I like that adjustment, especially with the ult in the back pocket. Demon One does
Well
well
done.
to stick around and find one, and look, they can even get a plant here.
Yeah, the only thing is the rifle on Meteor. Looking to get it behind.
Oh
That's the
my
1 for 3.
god.
Now needs to isolate this duel onto Demon One. This is
Oh
gonna be
my
important.
god,
He wins
Paranoia.
this, and
He blinded
the
both of
round is
them.
Genuinely on the Paranoia though, fantastic. It's going to force them away. Pop flash back, but again, the pressure is all on Meteor at the moment. The rest of the players still yet to claim any weapons. They're trying to give space for him, but he is being spammed out already. Meteor, he somehow manages to pull
What?
it, puts it down to a 1 versus 1. DH into the clutch, running round. Just trying to get away from an opponent who's running in.
Oh my god.
Quite enough. Meteor did so much in that round. But luckily, DRG will live to tell the tale.
Ring around the Rosie.
A 4K. I mean, we talked about Buzz when it comes to having the rifle with the weakness. But
These rounds are too
jeez,
close.
that is ridiculous.
Did we
Okay,
need that?
that was not a, yeah, I was going to say the same thing. That was not a necessary replay.
They thought that's going to be their
I
last
agree.
lane to success, and instead
You could
it
have
was
slow-moed
very
Meteor
nearly their
skills.
downfall.
Instead, we slow-moed the Bucky whiffing.
Just
That was close. It was close.
Fires back so strong. DRG able to close the gap to 2 now. The rifles back out on T1, and another close round with weaknesses. It makes me worried.
Fast B hit.
Oh, faster play being attempted. Izu is going to spot a lot of players out.
Wow,
with the
it's so like, if you find someone on their own, it feels like guarantee it. Like Izu's been very good at capitalizing on these Euro kills.
Euro theft is already back online.
Oh,
Such a madman.
they have Cypher ult.
He needs to deliver more.
And your ult
DH
now.
down. Here comes
They're
the
pushing
ult
Demon
out of
1.
Spirit Z1. A lot of information
The
to work with.
stun,
Good
the neon
though,
stun
from
got
Buzz,
him.
And he converts the kill.
3v3 flank.
But Spirit Z1 delivering an
Oh my god, Spirit's cracked, brother. I mean, I don't even see the kills that closely, but he got 3.
Spirit Z1 connects the same.
I think he got 4K actually, because he got the first kill and then he ulted, right?
Just one behind,
Damn.
and the economy of T1 started to
Replay?
struggle.
I really like the way that T1 tried to play that. They see that Spirit Z1 is
That was
going
the
into
first
ult, so
one.
they push back sight. They try and avoid him while he's giving him
Wow, he was
take
ready
another
for that
fight,
shit,
but
brother.
the
I mean, I know
fact
the
is,
Cypher ult, but
he
still.
was the danger in that round. He was the problem that they needed to
Damn.
get rid of. And individually was enough
Nice,
to take
bro.
that one home. We said about rounds being
Okay, this is probably
brought
attack.
together in a row.
T1 pause, I'm guessing.
This has meant that T1 now feel the need to pull out that timeout, because from this point it's been a back and forth with them taking the pistol, the follow-up rounds as well. That gave them a pretty big advantage. If you win both
I think they're on a
pistols,
half
win
buy
a
here.
third round bonus in the first half, and then still lose the map, I'll be honest, I start to understand Autumn's frustration from earlier in the game.
Without a doubt, the timeout from T1 here to course correct. This is a tough round to do it in. As we said, the economy now taking a big hit. We should be looking at 11 to 11. It's on
This
DRG
guy here,
to
how's
make that
D1
happen,
doing?
but they come in with
He's
a
doing
nice
good.
goal as well.
To be honest, he's doing
Great
good.
to clear out some of these positions that you're going to be worried about with those weaker weapons, with those shorties or even.
Buzz 22 and 15, Spirit 18, 17.
Buzz is pulling one out. We saw it attempted from
You know, one's 13, 15.
Little avail, but
I mean, I think he's playing good. They haven't really. That was probably one of the first rounds this half they've gone B.
Somewhere you can find a
But
lot of value.
yeah,
Right back
I don't think
to
his
this
score.
A-main aggression.
Not that his score
It's
is
gonna be a
bad. It
very
doesn't say
direct play,
the full
which
picture.
stacks, yeah, I
Let's
was going
see.
to say he had a Guardian.
Bucky
He
and
has
a Guardian.
again.
Guardian glass
Time's
cannon.
running out. Is he keeping that? He's on the other side of the map. I don't know if this is going to be in a pump fake towards A and a rotate back. We'll see.
Ooh, flexing. There goes that. That round is done. Oh, Cam, my bad, y'all.
Now we have seen.
Damn, they got fucking rolled. Oh my god, that was off a pause too. What was the plan? Walk, eh?
Shutdown of that A site push. 4 in a row now for DRG. They left it late, but have really started to build into this one. We've spoken about.
Did he TP up for a fast peek with the Euro Flash? It looked like. It looked like he TP'd up for a fast peek with Euro Flash. Okay, full buys.
DRG, an Ascension team that need to do better than XOG in this tournament. Otherwise, they
11-11, yes. Make a wish.
Ascension just to stay within the league. They are fighting for that right now.
I'm out of here.
At least on the other side, it's much more of that direct take again.
They're speeding up A.
But there's a couple of
tagged
players to deal with.
Oh, he got killed. Demon 1 got ran down.
On his way through.
Try playing in
lose
alone.
Demon 1, lose those traps.
They got Fatal 4v5.
All the information.
Oh, Meteor. Can't give that.
Primarily, Nick throws that through, but a TP from DH.
Fatal to 2. Omen's flanking. Fade's aware. Oh, Flexion's aware. 3v3, 2v3, 1v3. It's retake. We missed every kill this round. Holy fuck. 12-11. A successful retake. Holy.
At the halftime, they had the lead. They won the pistol. They extended it. But T1 now trail by 1 and need another overtime, this time on their pick.
Yeah, this has honestly been a surprise. The way that the rest of this map were going, I thought
that was an overpeak, I feel, but
6-2 start.
Flexing, good job on flank.
Second pistol to give them the lead.
Nice shot.
Some real resilience being
shown
by DRG.
Scan was good too. Wow. Wow, what a retake. What a retake. What a retake for real.
I think many had the expectation that once Demon 1 was added in as a substitute for Vukashu, one of their best
Yo,
players,
DRG's legit, bro.
Story. Or maybe not just yet.
Buzz might have spoke too soon, brother. Might have spoke too soon.
Well. Overtime is coming, Mitch. We're going to get it for the second map. Demon 1 can pull off a 1v5.
Hold your tongue. Hold your tongue.
He certainly got his moments inscribed in the history books. You think about him standing on the stage, and hell, he might mount that on the table, I say.
My bad, I guess.
And he might mount it again if he wins this one. In fact, he'd be very much justified to do so.
My bad, I guess.
Steamrolling from T1. We saw throughout that break between the maps just how deflated he was. Losing that first. Having the opportunity to close it out, but you can't put that on him here. They are playing so patient too.
Wow.
And the swing from Buzz to close it. 12-12 with a flawless round. T1, they bought themselves an overtime and another chance to close this series 2-0.
Another
it's
OT.
Crazy as well that after how many coin flip rounds we've had on the A side of the map, that they still do this again. Like, this has been just the most A main fight heavy half we've seen, I think, ever.
Wow.
It's not even like the B site isn't popular when you go across the majority of teams. In fact, these B splits are normally so common on the map, but both teams so confident in that fight. I'm almost perplexed that we're seeing DRG set up outside the B site. I didn't even know this half of the map existed.
Got to change things in OT, I suppose, and a lot of it comes down to the fact that Buzz putting that wall through gives a perfect flash for Izu. Flashes the left side, Buzz is through the wall. It's a guaranteed kill if they're there, and they're almost always there because you want that early A main control. If you give it up, they have a launching point to actually exec on the site. For DRG, the site's set on B most certainly. They're locked in here.
And with how much space Izu already has, it is going to be the rotation back in the other direction. The thing is, though, the pings on the map suggest that maybe DRG expected this all along. They managed to get rid of
you gotta expect them close
from B main. The Prowler forced him off. That even pulled the rotation of Meteor.
Oh my god, they're top mid.
And now they look
they're ready to
challenge
fight.
for mid instead.
One player spotted on the left, but DH is standing patiently, paranoia in hand, waiting for that aggression to come through. Here goes the stun, the paranoia, the big swing.
Wow, the paranoia. Oh!
He was paranoid, and he managed to find the pick. Nick with another. DRG are not going to let this one slip without a serious fight. And Stacks can't match up to the numbers thrown at him. Izu alone.
No chance.
And he's done once he comes through this smoke. That's 13 for DRG. Another
Demon 1 killed him full blind. Yeah.
For this squad.
We gotta see that. We gotta see that.
Could be on the horizon.
That's absurd.
I like the call. Like having that early B main control, falling back, and then. Yeah,
oh
said,
my god.
Just a couple of bullets tapped through.
Oh my god. He just tap, straight.
A little bit further back, which might have helped him out, but then it's just about this sort
wow.
of
Wow.
of this squad fighting together, the death ball being created.
Bro, this aggressive style is like also good. Like for Demon 1, I feel like it suits him, you know?
Is it going to be the same again?
They're like
At least
pretty
not
fucking
early.
aggressive.
They're also selling that same sort of ruse in towards B main. And then the steps being thrown out, but it's mid control for DRG instead.
They're making this look like a fake, with Buzz making noise early in B main and then just completely pausing, completely freezing. Then the decoy goes up towards A. The player's there, making some noise. That gets the push out of DRG. But it's traded. Meteor's done well, and he was ready for Ackerman as well. 4 versus 3. Now they group and push together, and guess where they push? Of course, it's A main. The pressure again put onto Flex, and he is completely isolated here.
And it's not even like this time there's a gate crash available to get
Flexing alone.
He won back over. He's put it on the left side towards B.
Is he gonna Cypher ult the body mid?
Walk there. But definitely doubt being
pretty
put
far
into their minds.
They've got Cypher ult.
Now Meteor potentially just going back to look for a corpse.
Wow.
That will give them all the information they could ever need, and
now he's lurking mid as well.
Know that for now the A site is completely open, although
30 seconds
Flexen is going to push right into it.
It's a great reposition, but the angle's going to be
impossible to kill him. Impossible to kill him.
From Spirit C1.
Oh!
DH can't get the better of him.
Demon 1.
2 versus 1.
Wait, did he hear him?
Demon 1's been in
the
so
Meteor
many tough
is gonna
clutches,
check,
but this one winnable. But
Who's gonna look? Who's gonna look?
The wrong way, backing into each other. But when he fires his shot, Demon 1 gives the game away. 13-13, another overtime. A game that I think a lot of people would have expected to be a bit one-sided, and it's been anything but.
But the other thing as well is just, I feel like every time that it looks like it's going to slip away, Meteor just pulls out a round out of absolutely nowhere. Like in the first map, I want to say it wasn't the Meteor that we expected to see. This map, it has been exactly that. Like it's had so many high impact moments, and yeah, that one, okay, that's about as free as it gets. Autumn is going to take a timeout once again.
13-13.
It seems like he likes to use the timeouts in the half that they've been struggling on, and I like that. Coming in,
no, it was definitely not the crowd. Yeah,
when it comes
shot
to
his teammate.
These defensive rounds, at least so far in OT. So he's going to try and give his squad a plan. That did work for them to win 15-13 on the previous map.
Definitely from the crowd is crazy. His teammate literally shot at him and he turns.
I imagine for a
Y'all
lot
are
of these
coping.
players never been this high. An OT
Actually
loss
crazy thing
before.
to
This
say.
could be them fighting for a 2-0 in favor of DRG, and instead they're fighting for survival. Just like in the grand scheme of things with XLG and the Ascension points.
People just hate, for real, I know.
You need to make that deep run, and it starts here for DRG. Attack side.
Op on Izu.
The timeout subsides. The barriers soon to go up, and well, DRG thinking about A main aggression.
Who is surprised by that? The fight that has been going throughout the entirety
Oh my
of this
god.
one.
About the trip.
Spam's doing quite a lot
Wait,
of damage
timing. He
onto
saw
Meteor.
him. He
Stack's
saw
got a
him.
walkabout. Flexen has made it into mid, but
Oh my
it
god.
seems like his
Oh
opponent
my
is well away. He's managed to get through though. That's something that
Dude, he should
T1
have
desperately has to
died.
deal with. They're gonna go
Oh
hunting
my
Buzz. He's
god.
being sent to
Oh
try and
my
get rid of this man, but in the meantime,
god.
they
Oh
are
my god. Buzz got him.
with one, though, and they've left Meteor to try and
3v3.
defend. He does well and
What?
dropped, but
Did he
it's
kill
Buzz
one?
instead.
He got a kill shooting the
Further
clone.
advantage garnered. Although with him low, and he's on an operator, there's still a good chance here for DRG.
It's the Izu off. They already have the man advantage for T1, but now they can sit and hold an angle. Any peek in that direction is almost an immediate loss. Izu's been pretty consistent with that, but now swaps over to the rifle as push comes to shove, and it's time to get aggressive. And DRG are waiting for this, though. They're looking for the fight, but
off. This might be a sad loss here, brother.
After the timeout, Team 1 are now facing into map and series point. DRG, they're going to have to dig deep, even just on an emotional level with what they've been through in this game. This could
like
be
when Neon,
already over in their favor.
I'll be honest, I don't have many reps, but it looks like Buzz jumps out. And when he jumps out, once he's being shot is when he slides in a direction. He doesn't do it preemptively. Well, sometimes maybe he does, but a lot of the time I'm seeing him jump, and then once he's shot, immediately he slides. So it's like an immediate reaction and shoot. But sometimes I'm sure he insta-slides too, once he knows the info. But yeah, it's just hard to hit him.
How T1 like to call those pauses going into
the
round.
Because like once he hits the slide, it's just like he's gone.
That's what they've done. DRG, they're calling it because otherwise they're in the lower